Yay! Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 24 of Sahlen's Legacy. We made it 24 weeks in this show, and we're still going. We're still in the middle of the war in Copperforge, because holy shit, things just keep coming. Thanks to all of you helping out and donating and helping out with the story and making things happen. Terrifying, awful, wonderful things. So thank you for that. We got Diva back in the house. We got Ryan still at the table. We got Haley. We got Andrew. And who are all of you playing? Because I don't know why I did that.
Okay. Right.
Oh my god.
Start at the far side of the table.
Yeah, we'll start at
okay.
So we can choose.
I am the far side. Oh, it depends.
Yeah, the far left side. My left. Ryan, we'll start with you.
I am Ryan. I am playing the part of Andre Monrath. I am a cleric of death. Yes.
Like just evil laugh is needed after that. Hello, I'm Haley. I play Captain Aura Stone. She is a tiefling warlock rogue. And
that just sounds so cool.
thank you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, tieflings are pretty dope. They're pretty dope. Yeah, so we're in the thick of it. I'll also be rolling for Justin, who cannot be with us tonight. He is in rehearsal, so I will be auto-playing for Nitsage as well, who is currently unconscious, so it should be pretty easy.
Super unconscious.
Super unconscious.
Oh, really? Super unconscious?
Yeah, he...
Like, do I need to heal him unconscious, or is he just like...
We'll
like,
do a recap,
he's
and I'll let
asleep?
you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
no.
first, we'll do this. We'll do you.
Yeah, do it.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to describe Bubo.
What?
Okay.
We want to do that. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I'm Bubo, and I have this portrait of myself, and it's really nice and sexy, and I'm basically like Gilderoy Lockhart, but I'm Bubo, and I have a heart beast named
Darwin, what is his
Doomer.
Nailed it.
Darwin.
Nailed that. Darwin Doomer.
His name is now Darwin. It
Doomer.
has to be. Yeah.
And
They're mocking each other, Sylveon, just to plug in the gap.
Yeah.
Also,
She's
what,
describing his character.
what class are you?
I'm a Wood Elf Ranger.
I'm a Wood Elf Ranger.
Nailed it.
Rangers.
Box of scraps! Wait, where's yours?
Starheart?
Yeah, how that's
You
so
don't know
dark?
her
How do you
stuff?
even so
I know
dark?
it
I don't know her
because,
stuff.
because I don't want my screen to... Oh, I actually have it written down.
Like your intro?
I do!
Oh my
Wait.
Okay, yep, here we go. Not as Bubo, by the way. It should have been Bubo describing and then Starheart describing, but we'll go.
Oh, shit.
My name is Starheart, and I'm a cleric who thinks she's a rogue. She drinks and knows some things. Her parents were murdered by the cultists of the cloud. Something, can't read it.
Cloak.
And wants to find those responsible.
New goal for tonight. If you drop $50, they have to play as each other for a minute of gameplay. Or like role-playing gameplay.
Oh man.
I'm just doing that now. Because this is good.
It's gonna go so
Okay,
horribly
next
wrong.
time I will describe you as from Starheart's perspective.
Yeah.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Oh my god. Salen's face off.
All in space. Face off. Yeah.
Oh!
Face
Yeah.
Aaron, a good question. You get to choose who flips? Sure.
Yes.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Oh no.
Yeah, you're paying for it. So.
Ruh-roh. Whoever gets
My
me, they
timer's
have to
down
do
there.
Nitsage and Aura.
My
They're in charge of
sand
2
timer.
characters.
Sand
You need it?
timer.
Oh.
Peas. Thank you.
That is...
I'm still
Bum, bum,
hesitant to introduce DM powers to this game.
Nope.
But,
No.
but I won't. I won't.
Oh,
Ah!
dude.
Oh.
You're kidding.
It happened.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
What did you expect?
You told it and then it happened. It's gonna happen. You asked for this.
I did.
Well, what do you
I was
expect?
gonna do it. Thank you, Hardliner. So once we get playing for 2 minutes, who would you like to switch?
No.
Oh my gosh,
feel
this is
like
such
it
a
got it
terrible
first.
time to do that, too.
It really is. I'm sorry. This is a bad idea.
Such a terrible time.
Bad idea. I'll never do this again. This is a one night only.
Is this
a one-time
switching?
This is a one time thing.
Okay.
Get ready for the boobo of your life.
Starheart and Bubo.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to listen to you talk a lot to try
It's
to
also
get
interesting because you're gonna have to make choices for each other within those minutes, and I will pause the timer when you are not talking
Oh.
because I want
will
them
not-
to
I
get
will
their
make good choices.
worth.
I will
I
do
mean,
good
that's the idea to make good choices. I mean,
Yeah. No, I mean, I want to stay alive. I want you to stay
I
alive.
mean,
Ginger says Starheart's back.
she's back.
All right, everyone. To recap as quickly as humanly possible, what happened last week? Let's see. We had
Aggressive nightbot.
Clack, Starheart's cousin, got crushed by a rock. His leg had to be forcibly removed.
Sorry,
Starheart
buddy.
and
Yeah.
not Elder Cabe, was it? No,
No.
because Elder Cabe ran off with Fizzbinkle. Fizzbinkle and Elder Cabe are currently repairing the Mountain of Copperforge and its discs to make sure it does not overload and explode. Well, without, willing, right?
That's right, because then Klaxon was out on the field and he was the one I yelled at.
Yes, Klaxon is the one who has basically the kill switch for the mountain. The mountain can go up anytime Aura commands it. We have, let's see, Andre is a cleric of death. So he worships Cloaked, but not in the way the cultists do, but in a way that is sort of, he worships the natural powers of death, which also allow him to heal, as well as destroy. We have, let's see, fissures. So the tiger traps that Klaxon dug basically started cracking the earth. And these fissures went down below the dungeon level of Copperforge, thus releasing an ancient, evil, scary thing that we don't know what that is yet. It will be introduced at the top of this evening. Meanwhile,
Graboid.
Nope.
no. Meanwhile, Kurluk and about 50-ish of his orcs have now made it inside the central disc of Copperforge because Grand, the battering ram, did its job and crushed that door wide open, making room for everybody. Cab, the Cyclops, the friendly Cyclops of our
Yes.
party, is currently missing his left arm and right leg,
my
and is
God.
alive but no longer bleeding out in the front gates.
Oh,
He had them pinched off by.
I spared his death.
Yes.
Scared to death.
Thank you.
They have been pinched off by Kurluk's
You would not
steed.
let me live if I didn't save him, so.
This is very true.
Yes.
By
Very
Kurluk's
true.
steed, which was a scorpion. So Kurluk and his army are now inside the mountain, along with a few that had already slipped in earlier. They're on the central disc level. Meanwhile, you, Starheart, had retreated into what is the, I believe, yes, the political level of the disc. So that is 2 levels above.
Would you say I bravely retreated?
Well, yeah, heroically, I
Brave
would say
Sir
more than
Robin
bravely,
ran
because you're trying to
away.
save your cousin's life.
Okay, I just needed to.
And Bubo's Heartbeast Dumeril returned with Bask, the low-level street criminal who you all have sort of befriended or is currently not trusting.
Wait,
But he is.
isn't there a hit on him?
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
There was.
There is. The mountain's under siege right now.
Right.
This is true.
There's
Right.
bigger fish to
Spoiler
fry.
alert.
I'm trying to think what else has happened. Oh, yes. So, big elder thing there. Demon and Kurluk walk in together into the central disc. Upside is the innocents, the people who are not part of the military, have been evacuated out the crest of the mountain. So they are currently headed northward up the ridge toward the Steam Fangs, which is where their dwarven, their allies are further north.
Yeah.
So they're heading to the Steam Fangs, but that is like a multi-week journey on foot. It'll take them a long time. Also, currently, the everything that is currently powered by the central, it's essentially battery, but the seed of the mountain, including Klaxon's animals, the discs themselves, and all these things are currently in the state of being repaired. And while that's happening, all of these items are sluggish. That includes the bolters that have been, shooting these arc weapons, the handheld arc weapons, the clockwork animals, and a bunch of other shit. So what have been the natural defenses of this mountain for a very long time are currently sort of out of whack. But they are improving from when they dipped. The fissures and the earthquakes that have been happening, that have been splitting everything apart, are currently... anyway, sorry, I lost my train of thought.
Yep.
But yeah, so that's the general state of things. As of right now, you, Aura, unconscious Nitsage... Oh wait, you guys are still up in the thing, right?
Yeah, we're all up in the
we're up in
hideaway.
the tree.
And I was
Yeah.
heading back to it.
Spooky Magic Treehouse is where y'all are.
Yes.
And then you
Wait, what?
you were coming back up the cliff, right?
I'm coming back up as it was cracking, so
Okay.
I'm working on it.
Great. So those of you who are up inside, I keep forgetting what that thing is called.
It's called rope trick.
Rope trick.
I just like to, in my mind, it's a treehouse.
Yeah.
Yep.
Treehouse bubble.
Treehouse.
So all of you in the treehouse, who is currently looking out, or are you ducking away from potential danger at this moment?
I think we can kind of still see out the window, but I would probably tell you because you're the ranger to look what's going on. Because I've got Nitsage on my shoulder right now.
Yeah.
Trying to think of although I did just give that command also a second ago. So whoever you want to be looking out the windows.
Okay.
In a media plug, the only reason we have them sideways for the guys is because our mics are taller. We haven't gotten smaller mics yet.
And we are short. Diva and I. We are
But mighty.
We'll be getting a bunch of tiny little stands soon. Like
we're
that
fun
one.
size.
Emphasis on size. What?
So Andre
Wow.
and whoever is peeking out of Spooky Magic Treehouse, and you can
Spooky
choose
Magic
who that is. You are currently inside the mountain, so you do not see this.
Okay.
But you all saw basically when this thing started to emerge from the ground. And it's like, you ever see The Thing? Like the 80s version of The Thing?
Oh, yeah.
When the little tendrils start
No.
like just like out of the chest
Cameras,
cavity.
though.
Rena!
Not a graboid! Get the fuck out of here. Hey, Rena.
Yeah, I saw the thing. I also like that too.
So... Oh, man. All
You
right.
can turn those down too.
Tentacles coming
There's
out.
a secondary.
Yeah, but like whipping out,
But-
like it is
Sometimes
this
you
completely.
kinda want 'em to overpower.
It is an unnatural being, whatever is coming out, but they're thin and they're long and they're just kind of flicking about, trying to find something to grab, like cord thin.
I like it.
Cord thin.
Long flicky things.
Go on.
Oh, thanks, Media Pluck. Appreciate it. I haven't done a coherent recap in a long time.
Incoherent, yes.
Yay!
Yay.
All right, so yeah, so what you see basically is as these tendrils are kind of whipping up, like a shark fin, they start whipping toward the mountain itself. They're following the length of the fissure into the crack, which is aligned with the door, into the central disc as well. And it's like it is moving fast.
So it's trying to get into the mountain as well?
Yep. Yeah, it is just like it basically put out feelers, like, and then just it just starts going like ribbons. These things are just whipping around. You can tell as it is traveling, it is about 20 yards long, and each tendril from the ground and up is about 15 feet.
Ooh.
They're very thin though, so not tentacle-like, just sort of like these are feelers. These are like stamen if it was a flower. They're very, very thin structures.
And I don't see this because I'm not in the Spooky Magic Treehouse.
Correct.
I really want to be.
Yeah. Too late. Hardliner says, "Whip it good."
Well, you are currently Boobo for 2 minutes, so what do you
kind
do?
of
Wait, I
are
need you to
in the-
say something.
Oh, we're gonna do this?
Are we sticking
Hold on,
with the
can
initiative
you
of last
say-
round, or
Just so I
What's
can
that?
get your...
are we sticking with the initiative of last?
Initiative is cleared because the battle
Yeah, it's
outside.
really,
has,
it's strong and it's got a British accent. You know, somewhat sort of.
Really?
Oh, please. One more thing
Sorry,
is
we're
that
practicing here.
I
We gotta-
see. I understand. One more thing, all the ground troops are now circling back to head in. So the people who have been resurrected, who are not currently fighting their undead brethren and
Yikes.
friends raised by Nitsage and his sort of,
Necromantic.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they're coming around, Klaxon slowly bringing his animals in and all these other people. So they're basically chasing down Kurluk because they were far out.
They're trying to go into the mountain.
They're trying to chase down the people who are entering this.
Even though I've given the Klaxon to start the initiation sequence,
He's still got it in his hand.
and he's going in the mountain.
Because he wants to avoid it, just in case, sort of thing. Yeah, it's like his assumption is it's last resort.
Yeah.
Is your bow working?
But yeah, he's ready, and he's ready to do what he has to do. So if you call it, he will do it.
Everything's going in the mountain. We're gonna have to join him. We're gonna have to go to the mountain party. Anyway,
Yeah.
you guys ready? You got your characters?
And just to recap for people just joining us, who was it? Oh, Hardliner tipped so that Boobo and Starheart are playing their characters for 2 minutes of timer time.
For funsies.
2 minutes of timer time. That's true.
Yikes.
Accurate.
All right,
Accurate.
sorry. Now we play.
Wait, what does a TPJ mean?
TPJ.
He meant TPK. Total Party Kill.
Oh.
Total party or total player.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about
Aaronuk. Probably. Loop-a-doop-a-doop.
So how far away is the treehouse from the mountain?
It is above the ridge that all the rangers and everyone have been at. So you could climb down and it's 50 feet above. You can just go boop, 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 boop down, I think 50 feet-ish.
Yeah, something like that.
Reasonable amount. You can get down there
And
in
everyone's
practically no time.
basically in there?
Yeah.
The three of us
Yeah,
are.
Boobo.
Yeah. So
Aura,
unconscious
Aura,
Nitsage.
and
Except
Nitsage.
we're all
Aura.
in the treehouse.
He's not. He is
running
currently climbing up the cliff, I assume. Are you going up the cliff or do you want to go in the gate?
I'm getting back to them.
Okay, so then you're going to go up.
Yeah, within a turn, I'll be with you guys.
Okay.
Sweet. Mm-hmm. Now what?
Who triggered the sound? Kelsey's on sound.
Yeah.
Kelsey's on sound.
Jiva
Not
yells.
this guy. All right. Boobo, what's going on out there?
Well, I feel like I need to get back to Copperforge because my portrait's in there, but also I don't really want to die.
Are you sure you didn't just put it in your pouch this morning?
If by pouch you mean... No.
You're telling me you want to go back inside that mountain for your painting?
Have you seen my face? I've got a pretty damn good face, and it's on that portrait. It's not a painting, it's a portrait. Portrait is a... Is it a painting or a portrait?
It's a portrait.
It's a portrait. I have it on good authority.
But Boo-Oh, maybe more importantly, Starheart is inside the mountain.
Yeah, she's a feisty little thing.
Wow. I'm gonna try to wake Nitsage up. I'm gonna try and give his face a little tap. Does that do anything?
No.
Nitsage. Nitsage.
I'm gonna give him a wet willy.
Nothing happens.
I'm gonna try something else. Because this is a spell I have for me, but I'm gonna see if it does anything. I'm gonna pop his mouth open, stick 2 fingers in, and cast False Life.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that sounds
And
give him
see if
temporary
that
hit
can
points.
transfer anything to him. It's a D4 plus 4 temp hit points.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he's still exhausted.
Yeah.
But movable.
And he is alive. He is breathing. His eyes are open, but they're rolling around in his head.
Wow.
It's 7 hit points if you're counting, but so
Yeah.
I'll pop him down on the floor. And then I'm gonna peer out the window and see if I can spot him because I think I
coming up the rope,
spotted
yeah.
you before. Oh, you're already coming up the rope?
I'm coming up the rope I dropped at the top of the hill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just see if I can spot him for this one.
Ching.
Oh dear.
$50.
Oh God.
Have Aura and Star
What have we done?
after this.
Oh
one.
no!
We're
What
already
have
at
you
another
done?
Monster. Also a
Yikes.
monster.
Oh.
Danny, what have you done?
It was a joke. I didn't really want to do it. I'm sorry. I legitimately feel bad.
We made it to 24, you guys. It's on the side because nothing's happening right now.
The throat.
What a... Oh.
No. Not tonight.
Okay.
Not
It will appear.
I need
Not
to know
tonight.
that I can live to see that.
Don't kill anybody. Like Boobo.
So Nitsage is...
and yes, Aranuk, that will happen. Aura and Starheart, you're gonna swap after this swap is done.
Okay.
We're currently halfway through this swap.
Okay.
So that means you're
Well,
gonna
no.
be Aura and
Quarter of the way
Nitsage.
through this swap because 2 minutes,
Oh,
and then you'll do 2
yeah.
minutes.
Have
Okay.
fun.
Okay.
I really need y'all to be in the same place soon.
I think we need to go back to the castle. I have this feeling in my gut, and my gut is very
Castle.
hungry.
What? I mean,
No, the other way!
You
no,
know,
it's not because I didn't time it for that.
Copperforge, my portrait is in there, and I'm basically a king. So it's my castle because I live there.
There's not going to be much of a castle left. I think you could probably get another portrait done, but maybe we should get in there to try and help Starheart to get her out.
That's basically what I said.
Fine. Nitsage, can you climb the rope? I'm not feeling very well. I don't know if I can do that. Fine. And I'll just, I'll toss him over my shoulder again and start going down the rope. And, like, the tentacle thing is, like, headed inside the mountain, right?
Yep.
Like, it doesn't seem to notice us.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try and get him on me and try and get down this rope. Awesome.
Hooray, strength check.
Oh no.
Guess what aura is not
Strong.
Oh,
so good.
17.
Yeah.
What?
No, I'm still thinking of the enemy. Sorry, you're fine. 17, you're
Yeah,
good. Yeah, you make it down. You summon up that strength from within, needing to know that he's gonna be okay. So you get down there. It takes you a little bit longer than normal, but yeah, you make it back to the ridge.
Okay.
Oh man. Okay. So we need to reset that bar at some
Oh,
point,
gotcha.
or
I'm on it.
shift it, whatever that is. My brain doesn't work.
Cool.
Ah,
Damn it.
I have an idea. I feel like I should be timed when I say this.
Yeah, man.
So, where is Doomerl?
He's with you.
He's with you.
Yeah, he is returning.
Okay, watch this. Doomerl, I want you to go get Starheart. Just pick her up. She's tiny. You can just yoink her and then just bring her over.
That sounds questionable to me.
Google, shut up. Hey Google,
Is that
shut up.
is that not what he would do? Let me do that.
Okay.
You can try to have Doomworld do that, yeah.
I'm trying to have Doomerl do that.
Okay. Doomerl does that. Doomerl zips away. It won't in this round of whatever. I'll tell you when, because yeah, he's strong enough to pick up Starheart with no problem. Same way
Yeah.
he picked up
No, I'm
Bass
strong
with no
too.
problem.
I'm strong like bull.
Great. We're doing great. Mediaplex's Nike slogan: just yoink it.
Wow. Yikes.
Yoink!
Hey, it takes a lot of practice to be number one, okay? That's all I'm saying.
It's a fact.
it.
That's a fact.
Whip it.
All right. So you,
Like it.
Andre, with no trouble, you get back up the rope with no
All right.
problem. So you're on the ledge. You're also on the ledge. You've come from below. You've come from above. You've met in the middle.
Captain.
Bubo. Whoever the fuck I'm looking at. Bubo.
Look at both of us.
You have sent. You have sent Doomerl to go and get Starheart. So you are all currently in the same place, with the exception of Starheart. Cutting to Starheart for a moment.
Which is me now, right?
Which is yeah, it's you now.
Why'd you do this to
You
yourself?
are leaning with some healers over your cousin Clack.
Yeah.
He is now missing a leg, mid-thigh,
Uh-huh.
and you are basically trying to make sure that he's just not going to bleed out and die. At this point, it's mostly been stabilized. You've been back here for some time, and with the other healers helping you, he's stabilized but still unconscious. What do you do?
Gotta knock the boobo out of my throat.
Aaron, you right.
Right? What do you say?
So did someone not hear that during the recap?
Hear what?
That Clack was missing a leg.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm reacting.
Sir.
Clack is cousin,
Cousin.
and he's missing a leg. How is he doing? Like, is he?
He's been
Stable?
stabilized.
He's
Yeah.
stabilized?
So the leg was removed because it was so crushed.
That's right. I remember
Yes,
that. I remember
yeah.
that getting
It was
that. Yeah.
pulverized. Tenderized, if you will. And so it was removed for the betterment of his survival. And so you basically all have hands on him right now, just making sure he's okay and not
All
bleeding.
hands on deck.
He's your cousin.
Huh?
Thank you for gifting that sub, Kid Sander, Cactuar Stir Fry. Thank you for gifting all 16 of those subs in our channel. Much appreciated.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's like a baker's dozen plus 3.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a night, y'all. We're all gonna die loopy. That's
we're
what
all
we're at.
so heavily caffeinated tonight. It's great. It's great. So great.
Oh, I legit had a coffee while we were coming here.
I got tea right now and beer. I'm gonna be great.
T-beer.
Tea beer.
T-beard.
Tiberius. No, it's terrible.
At least we had
It can't happen. I saw it happen. Can't tell me that it didn't happen.
Anywho.
That was such a random pull to Muriel's with that voice. It's so good.
That line
I know.
made me cackle the first time I heard it. I'm like, this is supposed to be emotional. What the
Right.
fuck? Anyway, sorry. Starheart, if you please.
Yeah, I don't know what she's gonna do. I don't know what there is to do. Oh my god. But he's stabilized, and is there any knowledge of like what's going on around? Like, because we know, I know that stuff has entered. So is Starheart and crew able to understand that
You are hearing a
stuff is
bunch of
immediate
noise,
danger?
but you are 2 levels ahead of where the action is. So where the orcs and everyone have entered, that's 2 discs below you. That's like 2 cities below you, just about in size. So it's you can hear that there is crazy loud noise. You can hear that there's something horrible happening. You can hear the screeching of the discs as they're being repaired, and you can hear something new, which. You as a character would not know, but it's kind of like the slapping and whipping through the air of the tendrils, and like it's so fast it's like whistling through the air.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, those like things. It's like that. Those little tubes.
So many sounds over here.
Um,
Okay, great.
Yes, but you also hear you can hear a lot of what's coming on because you're just around the corner. There's an opening in the east side of the mountain, and that's what you went through to get there. So you can still hear basically what they're hearing. You just don't have frame of reference.
And does Starheart and crew know that Aura's made the call to blow up everything, or to get that plan in motion?
I believe they're within earshot. I don't know if Starheart knows.
See, I thought I knew that
don't know
it was an
her timeline,
option
sorry.
on the last
an option
I
on
was
the
here.
table.
It's an option on the table, but I didn't know that that's actually
It's been
in action.
readied. Yeah.
But since Fizzbinkle is inside, wouldn't he recognize the signs of it starting to, it being initiated? Would he?
Like
he would,
warning
he would
lights
know. So
starting
if he's
to-
near you guys, like, he might relay that
Yeah,
information.
you know
but
what?
he
Yeah,
would know.
that's a good thought. I would say he screams it at you while he's got a wrench and a spanner just fucking going nuts on it.
Well, so you know, this can go up anytime.
Oh, what is your voice? Jesus. What? Give me a little Starheart real quick.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
Okay.
So, cousin,
What was the cousin's name?
Clack.
cousin Clack, you're good, right?
You just hear,
He's stabilized, right?
you
That was
hear-
to everybody that's trying to heal him.
I know, you hear sorry, but that happens again before the others are like, he'll be all right.
All right, you heard Mr. Fizzbinkle. We need to leave.
He's not all right now. He'll be all right.
Yes, but this whole mountain's coming down.
We can't help that. We can try to heal. Do you need us to take him somewhere? We can do that for you.
I would get out of the mountain
Right.
and get some drinks, but more importantly, get out of the mountain.
Oh no. The
Do not feel
so-
drunk.
so three of the healers pick up Clack. His leg is heavily bandaged, and they start going. They start going up. So they find a tube that is still functional. They go up. You realize they're going out to the peak level, which is the top disc of Copperforge, where they will exit and follow the exodus of the rest of the country. Yeah, so they do that. So they take Clack with them, but they're still healers with you. And the rest of them are looking at you like, we can't leave yet. The fight is still here.
I have a feeling the fight is gonna be no more. This whole mountain's gonna collapse, and then there's gonna be no fight to be had.
But if we successfully defend our home, the mountain doesn't have to go away.
Do you hear all these noises?
Oh no, noises! This is war!
This little gnome is just like,
This whole circular thing is gonna fall on our faces! Can't you tell it's not operating right? Even I can tell that.
Then I will die under the copper that gave me life.
And then what the hell is that noise?
She didn't make that. Yes, she did. Yes, she tried to imitate the whipping noise that she just heard. 100% tried to imitate that whipping noise.
I don't know, but I'll do my best to
It
stop
doesn't sound good. It sounds bigger than all of us.
oh my god.
A lot of things are. We're gnomes.
Why are we yelling at each other? We're just gonna die.
I know.
minute.
Well, I'm not prepared to die in this mountain.
I am!
Then you stay. I'm leaving.
Okay! Fuck you!
I can't win. Where's the drinks?
Are we near Tequila Mockingbird? What section are we at?
Oh no. No, you're on the political level. Tequila Mockingbird is one disc below
Then
you.
we don't want to be going down. Right
No.
Jiminy.
I mean, it's just war brings out the best in people, really.
You're right.
You guys still have about a half a minute.
Oh, jeez.
Wait, question. You don't want us to be going down to get out of the mountain?
Doesn't matter what I want. Bird flies in. Dumeril flies in, grips you, Starheart, by the shoulders, and as you're basically, as this gnome is like, you're picked up by your shoulders and whoosh out to the cliff.
Dumero. Oh, in the words of Boobo, well, see you later.
You're all now together. Hey! Would you like to take a moment, regroup, plan, or I don't know. I mean, Aura, you are the ranking individual here. If you want to make a hard choice, but you also can have as much time as you think you do for discussion, because really the disc is primarily empty. Most of the forces are outside working their way back in.
Starheart has Clack.
He's stable. For now.
Are they getting him out of the mountain?
Yeah, they evacuated him.
Okay, good.
Wait, did they?
Well, they worked on it.
They're on their way.
They're doing it very slowly.
They're doing it.
So there's over 50 orcs, including Kerluke.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm so
Kerluke.
sorry.
Hell,
We need to have
I
it
think
all.
the demon's inside the mountain too. Let's be honest. Kerluke is inside the mountain, along with 50 other orcs, and this tendril monster that just crawled inside there. It's not looking
It's
good.
Is it still me?
Still you.
Okay. Wait, are you jumping in as Boo with it? Okay.
And my portrait.
Forget about your portrait. There's something over there. You heard me? It's going.
Did you say?
Yes, that's what I said. It's bigger than all of us. I heard
Exactly.
it.
All of this is bigger than us. We must protect the mountain.
Boobo, I'm sorry about your portrait, but I don't think this is a battle we can win any longer. Would I know that the sorry.
I thought Aura was just gonna cut him off and keep talking.
Would I know that the royalty has also been evacuated? Like
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you are privy to that information. The queen, her daughter, and like the rest of like the extensions of the royal family left first, heavily guarded.
Yeah.
And then the common folk left after. Yeah. So yeah, this should be fun.
Don't worry, your turn is coming, Aura.
Aaron Hook wants to do it for tomorrow too. Jesus, you'll never be able to keep
Fun
track
idea.
of that.
It's a fun idea.
I learned my lesson.
So wait, who's
What is this TARDIS mountain? Yes, Jose.
I still need a monster.
Bigger on
So
the
who's-
inside.
Oh yeah.
Hang on. So we're all in the treehouse. We need to.
Ooh,
Thank you for the
sub. We're all together.
Thank you for the sub.
Thank
12
you.
months.
In
It's a
the-
year.
Sub.
This is wow, a year already. Best
Wait, so
purchase
we're
I
all
ever made. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but so now
Hotman.
what's our objective? If we're all there.
The objective is to possibly take back the mountain if we can. Is that even something we want to try? I mean, if we do not stop Kerluke now, he will just move on to the next settlement and destroy that. We
Right.
have to stop him now.
But if
You know, you kind of talk like this.
Wow.
It is wow.
Mwah.
But think about it. This is a great opportunity. We've got all of our enemies in one central location that's rigged with bombs.
But
We
there's-
should rid the world of
most
them
of his
now.
army is still outside.
Aren't there people still in the mountain too?
Whose army?
Kerluke's.
No, they're all inside.
I thought you said only 50 of them went in.
No, that was the remainder.
left.
Because everyone else got nuked, sliced, blown to
Yeah,
bits.
we did some.
You guys did a good job hacking through them.
With
but yeah,
the traps
so
and stuff.
At least he is damaged. I did do some work on him before he got inside.
What'd you do?
I cast blight on him.
What? Blight?
Yes.
Do I have that? Can I
Glass
do that?
Will, thank you for the sub. 12 months as well. Another year. Well, for hotness, I think I will. That sub is a solid 10, my friend.
Yo.
Wow. That's
I
the
wanna change-
hottest sub I've ever seen.
I want to change my spells out, but I can't until we rest.
We haven't
more than
rested.
a-
Right.
We
Yeah.
change them out?
the ball sub.
Yeah, clerics can change when they rest.
Oh,
Yeah, when I rest, but I can't because I'm not resting.
Not now.
That's cool. That's cool though. Didn't know that. Learning everything new.
Andre, we don't have that many forces left. Nitsage tried to bring back our army, and it did not work. It's just us.
Yes.
No, it's
And
not
it's, well, small hand.
just us.
Yeah, but I kind of count for 2.
And well, can't we bring the mountain down on everybody?
Yeah, can't we bring the mountain down on the mountain?
This.
What? The mountain down on the mountain?
You two are done.
Yes.
You two now have to start.
Oh no.
So, Aura and Nitsage, because he's awake now.
Oh, fuck me.
Have fun.
Uh,
You got this.
bring the mountain
Mitch is
down
still
on me.
barely.
Are you
awake.
still Nitsage though?
You can
the
still be
story?
Nitsage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bring the mountain down on the mountain. Why would I say something like that? I didn't mean that. That doesn't make any sense. Bring the mountain down on the bad guys, which are inside the mountain, right?
If this mountain falls down, it will be devastating to those who do evacuate.
But I was in there and they've already evacuated. There's nobody left inside.
Yes, but to rebuild an entire civilization.
It can be done. If you can repaint my portrait, you can rebuild a civilization. It's easy.
Rumor Bard, yes, he is alive and inside on the central disc.
Who's alive and inside on that?
Alhun, the demon,
Yes.
strolling happily alongside Kurluk like a little happy toddler, while nipping faces
Aura,
off.
what should we do?
I take a deep breath.
Starheart, is your family still inside the mountain?
No, Clack was the last one, and the healers took him out, so he should be evacuated by now.
I think it may be in our best interest if we... And I look at whatever this
It's
thing
so
is.
damn regal.
You're not holding it, so
So I'm gesturing to the thing.
you have an open connection with Clack. So if you make the call, he will do the thing.
Okay. If I make the call to Clack, then he will blow the mountain.
Are we absolutely sure that everyone is gone?
Oh, I know. I can message
What is his name? The Fizzbinkle.
Mm-hmm.
I can message Fizzbinkle and let him know to get everyone else out, and we can give him maybe another minute. We can buy him another minute.
Oh, very good, Starheart. Do that.
Yikes.
Oh shit!
Hi, Fizzbinkle. It's me, Starheart. We're gonna blow the mountain, so if there's anyone still left inside, I need you to make sure you get out.
You hear sort of on the wind. And then the screeching continues. There are just footfalls everywhere. He's doing his best. You can gather from the horrible screeches and just he's trying to get. He's heard you. He's doing the thing. Yeah.
Wait, so quick question, tabletop. So what is the other option? Is blow the mountain up or like kill all the
kill
people who are
Karluk.
in the mountain?
Yeah.
Where's Kurluk?
In the
He
mountain.
just ran to the central disc.
In the mountain. Yeah.
We could stop him. If we kill him, it might stop his entire army. But then we also have a demon to deal with now.
And a really, really big monster. It goes like this.
Deal with me first. You all
What?
turn around and there is a large
Shit, the berserker's up here too. Is he
No,
still up?
no.
Is it?
This
new friend.
This is the new one that got dropped because.
So not
the
a
100
berserker,
kilometer.
but basically like as far as orcs go, he's somewhere between everyone you've fought and Kurluk in height. He is about 6'7", just muscles everywhere. One big long cleaver of a sword with a half moon cut out of it. And it's got little chains that sort of pierced along the edge of the blade. And this dude is swinging this sucker like a tree. It's about as tall as he is, and he's got the muscle to hold it back. Also similar to Kurluk, you see that he's got almost completely equal scars. Not quite. There's a few on his face that don't match on the other side. But he is. Sorry, this is so Kurluk's tribe of that he's chieftain of. The way that they show honor is before a battle they scar one side of their face, and if they are victorious they scar the other side, or any part of their body.
So
if they're
been through many
he
battles.
is symmetrical. Kurluk is undefeated, but this fellow he's lost a few, but not many, and he is large and smiling and happy to start swinging, and he does.
But aren't we up in a little tree?
You sure are, but this is the spawned boss that they just.
Right.
That
So
they
where
just
did he
took for.
spawn into?
He climbed up.
He climbed up while no one was paying attention. There was also a whole horde that made around the corner and started burning crops. It could be them coming back.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Just
Also,
curious.
I think Bubo didn't come down the treehouse because you guys never said that. So I think Bubo is still up there.
Yeah, Boop was up there,
thought you were-
but bad guy's coming up.
Well,
Well, I thought we were all just on the parapet.
Yeah, I thought
Just
everybody
down.
came down.
We all came out of that hole.
I don't know if Bubo climbed down though from rope trick. Because he
So you've been yelling all
he
from
sent
up and down?
Doomroll
I
down.
didn't know that we.
I didn't know
split
that we
up.
all went down
I was
too.
so confused.
Well, I mean, you can make the choice. Did you stay up? Did you come down?
I'll stay up there, but.
Okay, so you've just
'cause I
been
didn't
yelling
make a
your
choice.
conversations
Yeah,
up until
I
now.
didn't make a choice to come down. So.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
So in that case, before anything goes down, I see this happening, and I cast False Life on Starheart.
Okay.
You
I
gain.
feel funny.
You,
Thank you.
yes, 8 temporary hit points.
Temporary hit points.
Sweet. Just gonna write that down. What is the thing you normally cast on yourself? Mage armor?
Yeah. If you have it. Oh, you.
Are you talking
Yeah,
to me?
this-
Yeah.
this would
Mage
be
armor's
swap.
already up for me.
What? Aura.
Yes.
I guess now that's you. What's your AC?
17.
All right. He doesn't hit.
Okay.
He was so busy boasting when he brought it down. He had time just enough time to sidestep, and it cleaves into the stone of the mountain. He digs it out and preps for another swing. And let's roll for initiative. Yikes!
So are we rolling for each other?
How much time? Oh, yeah, we still have a
Okay.
little bit of time left there.
Roll for the characters that you
Okay,
own,
yeah.
and then just play dialogue separately.
Okay, so
16. You have +7.
yeah. Let me roll for Nitsid.
23 for Aura.
Okay.
Nice roll.
No, the 18 for Aura. Because it's
18?
11 plus 7.
Oh, I rolled 16.
We're rolling for you.
You're rolling
Oh.
for you.
Yeah,
You're rolling for
we're
Starheart.
rolling for you. You'll play each other for right now.
Ah,
It's
yes,
just for
16.
my brain. So 16 for you.
Natural 20.
Nice.
So 21.
All right. 21. 100.
12.
12. Okay. Okay, Aura, it's your turn. Now you're taking over.
Oh, and Nitsid is at a 3.
What are things? Because you normally cast mage armor.
I've already got mage armor
Yeah,
up.
but what are your others?
I don't really have spells. I've kind of burned. You can ignore this because
Okay.
I think I'm pretty much.
But you're a mage rogue, right?
Uh,
Or you're a warlock rogue?
Yeah, Warlock Road. Are you looking for a spell?
What weapons do you have? I'll use a weapon.
Okay.
What your spells are.
Okay. You can pull out. Oh, this is Nitsid's stuff. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I was like, chill touch.
You can conjure. You can conjure my my packed weapon if you want.
packed weapon.
Yeah. And then I've got my dagger, which is Orathil, so you can have a flame dagger as well.
Let's do that.
I love hardliners. It's like, it's
And you
okay.
have
New
two
characters next
Yeah.
week then.
So I'm gonna. So I have 2 weapons.
Yep.
I have flame dagger and I have other weapon of justice.
Other weapon of justice.
And I'm going to look him in the eye. And say,
It looks like your face is about to get a little bit unsymmetrical.
Oh.
He says, it's asymmetrical.
He's a learned. He's a learned orc. Oh my god.
Well, I had to drop out of school early to do this damn job.
that's
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Sorry, so I guess you dropped at us.
Wow.
we're just
And
fluffy
me-
to this dude.
And meanwhile,
attack.
Bubo from out of nowhere.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Do I roll to hit?
Yeah. So you'll because I conjured the weapons, you'll probably just get attack.
Okay. Do I need to? Yeah.
So yeah, you'll roll twice.
18.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
You
Natural
are like
20.
18
All right.
and net. One
They
deck.
both hit.
Yes, they
I
do.
don't know the status of our rerolls. I
We have-
currently have it in mind that I still have one.
We have 3.
You have
Yeah, well,
3.
guess what, Danny? I got a net 20, bitch, so you can't touch that.
That's not true.
Can't touch that.
Wait, what? I thought he can't
Unless
touch
you
natural
bless
20s.
it, I can kill that sucker right now.
No. No. No.
Oh, goodbye.
No, I don't want
Oh.
no.
Oh no!
What the
Why?
fuck?
Oh, shh.
What is a
Can we
Chinese
get
fire?
like?
When the
Chinese
current swap is
fire
done,
drill
Chinese
characters.
fire drill of
And another
characters.
monster.
What does that
no.
mean?
Danny? Why?
I am sorry. It was a off the cuff remark that turned into a thing.
Holy crap! We're just gonna have to trade computers at this
Yeah,
point.
this is gonna be a nightmare.
Everybody's switching.
Shit.
We're all switching.
N-
Okay.
Literally never doing this again. So thank you everybody for tipping tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
We're gonna die though. Like this is gonna be
Like
the end
seriously, this is why we're gonna die.
Right. So that will happen. So once you two are done,
Okay.
for the sake of my brain, we will all do a shift
Shift.
to your right.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna be Boobo. Great.
No.
So I will be
no.
red.
Aura.
No.
You're gonna be Aura.
You are right.
Aura's
and
gonna
I will
be
take
Oh, I thought we were
Starheart.
gonna-
Starheart's gonna be Boobo. Boobo,
Boobo's
you're gonna
gonna
be
be-
Andre.
Wait, I know nothing.
Oh, so our
about
left.
I thought it was a
I don't
physical
need
shift.
this, He.
Y'all are, we're just gonna have to
A
help
little-
each other.
it. No way.
Okay. We're good.
But in the meantime, he leans over his shoulder and says, because he's Klingon apparently, and he, an orc, another orc comes up behind him and sees the rope and starts climbing up it. And he's got he's like old school cartoon pirate. He's got like a knife in his teeth,
Oh,
and he's
no.
just like,
Although he can't get in there because
No.
he's not invited, but I think he
You're
can climb
not
the rope.
invited.
He can climb the rope, but he can't get in.
yes.
Doesn't-
And if he peeks out, he is targetable. I
Do
believe.
none of us have like a teleportation or like a cloak of darkness or like something where we can just like a poof fog, like goodbye?
I'd give everything for a
Maybe.
Holocaust cloak right now.
You feel so nice. He said I could keep it.
That's what we need. If someone wants to drop Andre the Giant to help us, that would be fine. That would be great. Okay. Okay. So, are you making her re-roll the natural 20?
Yeah, I sure am.
Okay. So you
Do I
have
roll
another one. Okay, but that's plus. That was you rolled that second, so that would have been the dagger. So the dagger is still plus 7. So
18. 18 and 18.
They both hit.
okay. So for the
And
fates,
goodbye,
you're
Riro.
gonna roll a d8 and add 5 to that.
Wait, that's not 8.
And 8 is the diamond-looking one.
Meow.
And add 5.
Yeah.
9.
Okay, and then with the dagger, you're gonna do a d4 and a d6 because it's on fire.
And a d6.
Yeah. And then add 4 to that.
8.
Good one.
So that's another 8 points on that one she got.
Okay. So 16 damage.
Oh no. Thune opens a portal and out steps Orkin. Yugoloth. Oh no, why?
Wait. Wait, no.
Wait,
That's
what the
bad, right?
fuck?
That's bad, right?
Yep.
No, I'm too young
Yep.
to die, Jack! No!
Yikes. Well, thank you for that. Give me a moment to figure that
Here,
out.
you can do this. You can.
Okay.
I have
Shit.
this where I can cause a door or something to slam shut. So it's gonna shut.
Thank you for
It
this
does
subscription.
nothing, but it's just. I know. I'm just
Thank
trying
you
to
for
think of
the sub.
anything. I have basically.
Thank you.
I have nothing
Oh,
that's going to be able
what
to
is that?
help us right now.
This is Naku's subscription.
Hey, thank you, Naku.
Spiritual. I do
12
have
months.
spiritual.
Oh, so another year. That's 3 years
now,
tonight.
basically.
Okay, I have spiritual. weapon.
So the nice thing is, as scary as this fellow will be,
Is there a nice thing?
I'm trying, y'all.
I'm trying, yeah.
Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. What?
What?
I lost it.
Just hold on to that happy thought, Peter.
To quote Rocky IV, if they die, they die. Cool.
No.
Cool.
That's a paraphrase, not a quote. I'm gonna correct everybody tonight. I'm sorry. Fuck, that's scary. I just looked up a Yagnoloth.
Yeah, they're insane.
Oh, damn. Okay, yeah, I will nerf him just because it's a character drop, not a boss drop.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's cool. That will happen.
That's cool.
I am feeling so anxious right now.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. Super wanted to play Bimbo for a while.
That's a great scene, Rumor Bard. None of our heroes are there to see it. But we'll say the portal opens up nearby. Oh, I see. Sorry, I didn't read the dialogue. That's cool. So there's let's see. Yeah, that's
Someone
fun.
please help us.
No, this is interesting. I actually like this.
Help us.
Interesting.
So the dialogue, as it's written, so you as characters will not know what this says,
Okay.
but in the center, on the central disc, as the Kurluk's army and Alhoun and everybody are centralized, they catch wind of your scheme to blow the mountain, probably because of Fizzbinkle's screaming. Alhoun steps out and says,
The gnomes plan to bring this mountain down. My master has paid you and your Yugoloths well to ensure this mountain remains in shore. It does.
The giant just showed up, you guys.
"Yay!"
Stone giant by the
Andre
name
the
of Andre.
Giant.
So we've got
Yes.
Andre the giant and we've got Andre the gnome.
Oh my god, thank you.
Oh shit. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Hold on.
We need an ally. Thank you.
So again, unbeknownst to you,
I did ask for Andre the giant.
You
Thank
did.
you.
Alhoun opens his palm, and a mouth opens from his palm.
Ugh.
And from that mouth sprouts this black orb that then widens and thins into this thin portal, and out steps Orkan, the Yugoloth, who has now basically, his purpose is to prevent you from blowing the mountain.
Great.
Because Kurluk, they have a pact with, wants the mountain whole. So he is going to go and start making quick work of those who are trying to prevent, or who are trying to cause the
I
explosion.
have a legit question.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully having a legit answer.
Can we just run?
Always. That is always a thing you can do in D&D.
Certainly
Can
try.
we just
But what is that? I mean, as heroes.
We're also about to nuke a mountain.
I mean-
Exactly. I mean, what is to stop us? I mean,
I'm also not Starheart right now, so
yeah, that's fair.
You're in charge.
Dang.
God, I should never be
It's
in
stressful,
charge.
right?
Oh, how do you do this? My God.
No
Okay.
pressure. No
So
pressure.
the
Run away!
okay, so we have two choices. What?
So,
Michi says, I was gonna help, and then they're contemplating running, so...
No, I didn't say we were gonna run. I said we were thinking about running. We're thinking tabletop running. Okay.
Help them
So
to run
so we have two choices. One, we blow up the mountain. Two, we go and we stop Kurluk. What?
what?
Kurluk.
Kurluk.
Kalukale.
Heard you.
Third choice, we run. We run
Heard
and
you.
we die together, or we. I don't have a good end to that sentence.
Well, whatever we would do, we still gotta get through this mofo.
Accurate.
Okay. Oh wait, I used my attack already. So
Yeah, so it is now
turn.
this Andre's turn, not
Yes.
the other Andre who's just been added.
Okay, so there's two orcs.
How many evil people are there?
3. However,
Yikes.
so these two badass orcs are outside with you. Orkan, the Yagnoloth, the fiend, is currently inside the mountain. His task is to
Well,
stop the
to
mountain
stop the
from
mountain
blowing.
from blowing up.
So he's going to get in front of whoever is doing that. And with, never mind. We'll see.
My gut is someone goes
And
to
then,
go forward, but I'm
yeah,
like,
and then
no,
you still got
that's what
Whippy McWhippers, and and we have. So you still have that. You still have Alhun the demon. You still have Kurluk, and you have a bunch of mounted orcs on their boars.
Okay, so right now in this small area with us, it's just the 2 dudes.
Just the 2 dudes on the cliff with you.
We can handle 2 dudes. We can handle 2 dudes.
I got this. We can handle 2 dudes. We can handle 2 dudes before.
Nailed it.
Thank you.
Literally.
Wow. All right, cool. So on the 2 dudes, I'm gonna cast Bane.
No, you don't.
So these 2 guys must now make charisma saving throws.
What will break first, this mountain or your body?
We got an 18 and a 12.
All right.
But they're evil, so they're not very charismatic,
One of them fails.
right? So
Correct.
okay.
Whenever a target that fails the saving throw makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, which is up to a minute, they must roll a d4 when they attack and subtract that d4 from their roll.
That's dope. I mean, not for me, but that's super cool. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Wait,
All
there's
right.
another one?
Remind me of that, please,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I'm attacking.
Wait.
Michi has just donated
5 blessings.
5 blessings, 1 each and 1 randomly rolled, which I will take care of right now.
So I don't think I have any. That's my only blessing. I don't think I have any other blessings.
But also, you guys, with that, monster number 3 just dropped.
Monster number 3. And
reset
I'm,
that.
Is it a good monster?
I'm going to let you guys choose. Do you want me to roll randomly for this blessing, or would you like me to give it to Nitsuj? Because even though he's not at the table, he's still currently a character in play.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
Nitsuj,
wrote it down for
Nitsuj.
him. I thought he was going to take it.
Perfect.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So then,
Nitsuj.
each of you has a blessing.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you for the blessings, by the
Are the
way.
monsters always bad?
Hashtag bless.
Are they like Monsters Inc. monsters where they can be like happy?
Characters can be dropped as enemies or as allies. Anytime we hit the 100 mark, it's always an enemy, and it's always a boss level enemy. So you currently have 2 boss level enemies next to you, and now a 3rd one. This time, you just hear, and you see an orc with 2 torches in either hand, and this sort of these brass pipes coming up over either shoulder that feed into the sides of his mouth.
Bane?
And he squeezes his shoulder blades back. The muscles press something soft and fill his mouth, and he just does one like.
Oh shit.
That is really gross.
So he's a fucking flamethrower on feet.
Great.
He is out of range, but he's just rounded the edge of the mountain. So you now know where these guys are all coming from.
Yeah, these are the crop burners that are now coming to burn us. Awesome.
Oh right.
Super dope.
Yeah.
Super
yeah.
dope. Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
Never gonna die. That's great.
Cool.
No problem, Trey.
Cool.
I'm sorry. This isn't what I wanted.
Okay.
This isn't what I wanted.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Wait,
What happens when you let
what?
the chat play the game?
It is sorry.
Whose
So
turn is it?
you've taken your turn.
I cast Bane. Yes.
You cast Bane?
Is nobody's on the ground dying? Yes. Not yet.
No, not yet. Shockingly, a cab sort of below your feet.
He's
No,
fine.
he's stabilized, but yeah.
And ask if we can just send
You can.
fucking all of True Blood to help us.
You can certainly try.
But I don't have. You're still.
I didn't ask.
Right. You are me. So you would call him.
I could, but you have Cindy. I
Someone
don't
get
have Cindy.
the Spider-Man suits, please.
No, right?
Wait, but I call. Do I have like a telepathy thing?
I think he can just hear you.
He can just hear. Okay, so I'll do that on my next turn then.
Yeah. I
If
think
it's
he
still
can
the
just.
turn.
I think he can just hear you.
Can I just? I can't just yell something out until it's my turn, huh? Can I yell? Can I yell?
Not
something?
yet, no.
Damn it.
You are next, so if he's done, it is your turn. Oh, sorry, it's Starheart's turn, which is now you. Fuck me.
Me.
Jesus.
Why does no one keep yelling at me?
Sylveon is yelling at you.
Yeah, can we keep the fire drill till after this battle with the monsters? Or do we have to do it in the middle of this battle?
I will actually allow it because I feel like it'll be more fun for role playing after. So yeah, when we get through this battle, we'll do it tonight. If we start running low on time, we'll do it tonight to make sure that we can do it. But for the sake of sanity and doing our best to make sure our players can live.
Because we don't know what each other can do.
No.
Like-
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely more fun than role play, I think. Cool. Aaron says, "Cool. I'm done with after the fight." Sweet.
I mean,
Is it
terrorists.
Starheart's turn?
Yes.
All right, you stupid pus bucket, you're going down.
And I'm gonna hit him with a guiding bolt.
Yes, you are.
Which one, sorry, which one are you hitting?
The one that's probably closest proximity to us.
Okay, that'll be big old
Yeah.
double-hander sword guy.
What is your modifier on that? I rolled a natural 19.
For what?
For your guiding bolt.
Give the bell. What level?
I should.
Dio.
Cantrip.
Guiding bolts. No.
Do you
Demon
have
odor.
the spell slot for it?
For a cantrip?
Or
For guiding bolts?
yeah, do you have spell slots to spare right now?
I have. Yep.
Yep.
Whatever,
you want?
Whatever you want then.
What do you want?
I'll pick a big level.
Okay. 66.
66? Okay, so that was a 19 plus what? What's your modifier?
What's
Two.
2,
Five.
5, 2,
Five.
what? Is it?
What?
Is it
Plus,
one or
it's
is
plus
it
5, so it's
Plus five.
24 to hit.
Yeah, it was super. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's
So
super.
you said 66?
66.
Okay, can I have 2 more d6?
Yes. Yeah, 1, 2.
You guys put me in a position where I'm really rooting for them more than I normally would. Not that I'm not, but
Do
holy
you have
shit,
any
guys.
ability where you get to re-roll your ones because you're... No.
Not that I know. Wait, whoa. Do I have an ability to
Or is that a
reroll my
halfling
ones
thing?
since I'm a gnome?
That might be a halfling thing. I'm sorry.
That's a halfling thing.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, yeah. They're
Just thought I'd
lucky
ask.
by
Okay.
nature.
So that's 10, 16, 17,
Andre has not
18,
shown up yet. We are
20,
still
22.
Not yet.
doing.
He's
Okay.
on the paper. He's not in the scene
That's
yet.
and you don't add anything to that, right?
Not that I. There's a plus 5 here, but I don't think that's.
I think that's to hit.
That's just,
So that's 22 points of radiant damage, and then the next person to hit him has an advantage on their attack. Thank you. And then I don't know if you wanted to do any bonus actions.
Yep. I mean, this is you. This
Okay.
is you, me.
I don't know if you have any. So I guess that's Starheart's
I
turn.
have. I know. I know. We got. The frickin' tankard is a bonus action.
What was the damage? I'm sorry.
22 points.
Thank you very
of
much. Sorry, I
radiant
totally
damage.
missed that. That's important.
Bonus action. Yeah, spiritual weapon is a bonus action.
You want to cast it?
Do you want to cast it?
Yeah. I'm gonna. And I'm also gonna cast spiritual weapon, and my big flask comes out, and it's gonna hit him in his stupid face.
In the face.
Ooh, 17 plus.
17 plus.
Yeah, we're getting Marty McFly over here.
What level
with
do
my
you?
shirt.
Okay, we're gonna do 1d8 plus 2.
1d8 plus 2.
Erased from existence.
no!
Oh my gosh!
Yes, awesome, but
Oh,
oh, my
yes.
Is
god!
that also another boss?
Oh yes!
We're
Y'all
all
just
dead.
dipped into like one of my favorite.
Oh,
fantasy
Treebeard!
species. Oh, jeez. Okay, so let me see
no.
who I remember.
Plus 2. 1d8 plus 2.
Amazing.
And the
Yeah.
modifier is 5.
Oh.
That
Yeah.
was, we already did that.
At the end of the
so-
day,
Oh,
this is just all badass. Whatever happens, this is pretty sweet.
Spiritual weapon has
Get some Treebeard in here.
we're good. We're good. Hit him.
Oh.
What was his voice from the movie? It's been so long.
He goes in and out.
Yeah,
in
get
and
it
out.
as a little wheezy, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
But that's
It's Johnny's babies.
That's another boss, right? Is that the
yeah, that's
big-
another boss drop though too, right?
It sure is.
Wait, does that mean they're good guys?
Yes.
Yeah, there.
Because he dropped 4 characters in.
Bless them trees.
Yes.
Bless
Bless
them
them
trees.
trees. But then also now they have another monster.
Yeah, there's another. Yeah.
This is
Yes,
nuts.
But maybe they will.
Danny, I don't envy
no.
your brain at the moment.
It's been worse. But thank you.
Really?
Sorry, thank you.
This is amazing.
Yeah,
guys.
no, you missed the. Were you here on the night where we had the giant chart of like 40 something?
Oh, I was there for
I must have missed
That,
that.
I think that was
Yes.
when the Avengers showed up. That was like insanity.
That was in the woods. That was
There's
gonna be a
another
giant
one.
plot point night. and instead, Captain Nomerica.
Stupid. Why was I not here for that? I know, right?
Yeah,
So
Michi,
that was-
you were supporting the new studio. That's great.
7
It's
points
true.
of-
Yes, Michi, thank you. You are supporting the studio. We found it in the studio.
What?
We applied.
We applied.
We applied. We haven't heard back, but we applied.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, so that's 7 points of extra damage from the spiritual
damage.
weapon.
So total.
Total. Oh, the 22 plus 7,
Oh,
so 29. Total.
Perfect. Okay.
And that is Starheart's turn.
Okay. All right. It is on to Boobo.
I thought it was on to me.
No. Sorry. No. It is. Wait. No.
Yes, no, yes.
No, that was Starheart's turn.
Oh,
so that
because he
was.
was 20, so
She
he
is
got
Starheart
okay.
currently. You were Oris. You took the first turn. So now it is Boobo's turn.
Great, bud.
How long has everything been going on? The battle into where we are now.
Long enough.
Like from the beginning of like war horns and shit.
Well, I'm trying to be honest about my my hunter's mark. Do I have to recast it?
Oh,
Because it lasts for an hour.
it has not been an. Well,
That's a good question.
I want to say it might have just broken an hour
Oh,
at this
darn
point since the onslaught started.
Okay. Okay.
It's been a day.
Yeah, right. Oof.
Okay, so I don't think I.
Is an extra d6 worth?
Yeah, you're right, Kid Sander. I've been in chat for about an hour, and I think you guys have gone through 2 rounds.
Listen,
It's really stressful.
there's a lot
There's a
going
lot-
on.
They're also
so
not playing
many
their own characters. There's a lot of shit happening tonight.
Sorry,
I'm
we're trying.
so sorry.
What happened?
All right.
Yeah.
So there's the orc, pirate orc.
Yep.
Pork is pork. Thank you. Pork. And his name
The pork bow.
His name is now Pork.
Pork. Yes.
With a C.
It's canon.
Pork. Yes.
Because he fancy.
There it is. You caught up. You caught up. Yeah.
Because he's a pirate orc.
Yes!
He's an orc with the sea.
This is so great.
I need some artwork done of this guy's stats. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
So great. I'm so ocean
the sea in his name.
I mean, if we're all gonna die today,
Right, you have to enjoy
this is
it.
a great way to die.
No, I want you to die dignified if you're gonna die. I don't want you to get killed by Pork the fucking orc.
Pirate
Oh, pork the fucking orc. All right.
The pirate orc. That makes me just smile.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, yeah.
Let's do it.
He's climbing up this rope into my magic hidey box, right?
He is. Sure is.
Great. Can I cut that rope?
I'm sure. You sure can.
It's just a rope.
Just a rope.
Ah.
Oh.
Yeah, so how high has he climbed? Like
How
halfway? How?
He's halfway up. He's about 25 feet up at the 50 feet.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'd like to reach down with my short sword and cut the rope.
The rope falls, and he's gonna roll for damage.
Nice, Boobo.
Oh wait, he's doing half.
Oh, that's you doing that.
That's good.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a good laugh or no?
No, it's a good laugh. Fun.
A good laugh for you or a good laugh for us?
For everyone
okay,
involved,
good.
I imagine.
I never know what happens when Danny's laughing. I'm
Aranuk
like,
says, so Booba, how are you getting down now?
Bobo's got thoughts.
So-
Don't worry
He's
about it.
Danny, just to be honest, also, I know we cast this later in the battle, but Rope Trick lasts for an hour.
Okay,
Oh,
it did get cast later in the
It
battle,
did.
so
Yeah, it did.
it's still
Okay.
fine for now.
I've
Like
I've
in
got
the
a
last
plan
but
on the
10
next
minutes,
turn,
really.
so.
So what you hear is like,
can't do it.
"Meow, meow, meow, meow," and just bam.
Full damage.
As Pork the Orc tumbles down and hits the cliff, missing all of you. Fucking magically. But yeah, no, he hits the ground.
Great.
Good riddance.
And then my next question then, so that was my action. The next thing that I want to do would be to, do I have any concept of how long this thing might last that I'm in? Like, does it give any sort of tell, like flickering or something, like that it's gonna go out?
The space
So
starts
You
it's
didn't
small,
cast it,
it's
you have
small.
no idea.
Okay.
Yeah, this is not your magic.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that. Okay, so we'll just pretend like Bobo doesn't even know that.
Yeah. You think it's infinite.
Go Trios.
That counts as my action, so then I can't attack anything, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, so now it's...
Unless did he attack the rope, would you say?
Oh, if I could count that as attacking the rope, then I do get a second attack because I get 2 attacks per action.
Yeah.
Is that a no or a yes?
That's a no.
Okay,
Aw.
great.
Sorry.
That's
Um,
fine.
I
It's a
tried,
good
buddy.
try. That's a good try.
The orc switches from Orcish to English.
I'm going to leave your bodies in a ditch.
And then you suddenly hear,
I'm gonna make you my bitch.
as a stone giant starts crawling up behind the other orc. It's still that orc's turn. He still gets to attack immediately. But I needed that moment to happen.
I also need
That's amazing.
I guess if we die with Andre the Giant, that's not the way to go.
So the giant, I'm sorry, no, the orc. This is the orc with the sword. He's gonna get one good attack. Who's on the ground still? It's you, Aura,
Aura,
You.
Nitsage, everyone but Bubo.
everyone but Bubo.
Damn it, Boobo.
So
Damn it,
this
Boobo.
orc, because he's a beast and this ledge is small and this sword is big, he's going to swing once, and you're all going to make a dex saving throw. Because he came down this time. On the second swipe, he's coming around this way. And he's
Should we
got
just do
a
it for
wide
ourselves?
arc.
Okay, let's roll for ourselves.
Yes!
So this is a deck save.
Yes.
You good? That's
Wait, I never.
Yeah,
no,
nice.
Where's my?
Would you
These are
steal
your
one of the
saving
kids from the
throws.
convention that rolled 20s?
Apparently.
Brought him over?
Oh,
I
so
like
he
this.
does
Rumor
know.
Bard, I will
Okay,
let you
so I
know.
get plus 0.
There is one orc NPC, another orc NPC, a third orc NPC. Orkan is not in this fight, so he is an NPC who is not presently in this room. There is Andre, the giant, the literal giant. And at the end of this round, the last 4 characters dropped, as well as a 5th character dropped, will be added into the line.
Amazing.
Yep. 42?
Sorry, so what was everyone's dodge?
Natural 20.
Do I need to dodge too?
No, you're not there.
No, okay.
You ain't there. Get out.
18 for Aura and that's pretty good. 17 for Nitsage.
Great.
17 for
Awesome.
Starheart.
We
Starheart.
so
Starheart.
good.
He swings wide, and you all just jump back. You see what's coming. He's big and slow, strong but slow. You, however, get a clever idea. You hook your finger around one of the rings that's clipped into the half moon cut out of his sword, and you flip yourself around, and you're now standing on it and
Yes!
heading toward him.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Do that.
Yes,
I
I
got
am.
rat in my brain.
Right?
Soup's red.
Uh,
Soup's red.
It's now Pork's turn. He gets up. One action. As he sits up, you see that the knife he had in his teeth, went
Oh no.
and cut him back to the back of the mouth.
on that face.
Pulls it out, and the muscles that normally would be keeping his mouth shut are kind of and he just flips it into like a palm forward and just and he goes for Aura.
Did I cast Bane on him?
You did, so he has
Okay.
to do as a minus
Minus
D4 to
L4.
every- to the check
You
or
roll
the
that.
damage.
You roll. Yeah, you roll for the attack, and
Okay.
then you roll the D4 to see how much you subtract.
Okay,
Fancy footwork on this.
Use fancy footwork.
Yeah.
What is
If it
that?
hits.
so that is a
Oh, what the-
14.
14.
Oh, it misses. 'Cause
Great.
She's at 17 right now.
It misses.
Right, so he runs past and there's just slobber mixed with blood streaming out the sides, going down his neck. But yeah, you managed to jump out of the way. It is now fucking Mad Max Fury Road. He's like, he squeezes his thing, fills his mouth with more oil. He's got his torches up in front of his face, and he's gonna do one big just and just spits.
It's the spits.
Somebody's got ice. Anybody got ice or water?
He aims high, unfortunately.
Hi.
Well, fortunately for me. Fortunately for you, he spits, but he spits and arcs up, and it just singes hair on the tops of your heads. You just smell smoke as it wafts up into your little treehouse.
Barbecue?
Stings your eyes for a bit, but it doesn't impede your vision. It is now. I'm now going to roll for our Orkan inside the mountain that you cannot see. So I will know what happens. You may not.
I don't like this.
Does anyone have anything water-based that they can try to...
No. Everything that I touch dies.
So keep touching things.
Do that.
I'm trying.
Can't we just chuck you into the mountain and have you kill Kerluk?
You could try.
I mean, sure.
Who is closest to the east side of the mountain?
I have no idea where I am.
So mountain currently, you are on a ledge that is facing south. Oh, God damn it. Okay, hold on.
What does this say?
Just don't touch yourself, Ryan.
Okay,
Don't touch yourself.
so you all are here. If you can see this. So you're on this little ledge right here.
Yeah.
So whoever's the furthest that way. I mean, you can just make a choice.
Probably Nitsage.
All right, so Nitsage can make
Furthest from the danger.
make a perception check, please.
Oh, that's not bad.
18.
That's good. It's good.
Nitsage hears a high-pitched, gargly scream coming from the entrance into the side gate on the peak level. It is now Andre the Giant's turn.
Yes.
He lifts 2 giant rocks. He looks down at Pork and the flamey orc. He says,
ahead.
I don't even exercise. Both attacks hit.
Yes. Go Andre.
Amazing.
Thank you.
So great.
He
So
hits
happy.
Pork right in the chest, and he hits Orc on. Orc. Fuck me. Orc number 3.
Pork and Orc.
He hits the fiery
Pork
orc
and Mindy,
on
you
the
guys.
leg.
Pork and Mindy.
Welcome to the Pork and Orc Show, everybody. That sounds way worse than I wanted it to.
Oh, no.
I don't like it. No, sir.
I take it back. I take it back. I take it back.
Don't Google Pork and Orc. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Rule 34, everyone.
No.
Fuck me.
Are
Okay.
you out of your pork in mind?
Okay.
Come
You
on, that
now
was a good one.
hear a rustling
Oh no.
out in the woods that are around the corner, just far, well, not around the corner, on the other side of the gate where all the other orcs have come through and all the stuff from that forest. You hear boom, and you see fucking Treebeard.
Yeah.
Treebeard comes along, followed by
Fucking
Quickbeam, Beachbone, and Fingless as they come through the woods. But while they are running toward the mountain, they seem to be running from something
Oh
else.
crap.
Of course.
As-
Never that easy.
It never is. And you.
Why?
Why? I'm not a sheep.
What?
She's reverted back.
What you see coming after the Ents is to shit. I don't even know if you can see it.
shit.
It's to shit. It is to shit.
Google can't see it because
You're right, you
Because there's
can't.
only the magic box is only the bottom, or is there like a windows on the
I
side?
think it's a window.
Wait,
think
this
it's
I
is
picture like a
actually
little
a
round
treehouse?
portal about yay big. That's
Yeah.
how
like
I've been
in
picturing
That's
the,
it.
it.
in the floor.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, it's like in the
okay.
floor ode to treehouse, so he can like.
I thought we were in a tree house the entire time, like an
No,
actual tree house.
you're on the well. No, I mean, it could be sure. Furnish it however you like.
That's what I was imagining.
So what you see is particularly strange.
Oh, no.
You see another orc mounted, but what he's mounted on is not a boar. It is a mixed beast as that you would only find on the Kwai Isles, and strapped to the side of this creature is a Kwai bound and gagged,
Oh.
while this orc has basically forced this creature into servitude, threatening the life of its partner and master. And it is boar-like, but it also has elements of elk. So it has these great horns, longer legs, spindly.
It's a
like
Belkin.
it is a hell of a thing. It's a beautiful creature. But it is being twisted and harmed in the favor of this orc. Like it's got like all these just grisly iron things rusted and gripped around its mouth so that it doesn't bite the orc itself, but tusks and horn are now so like the horns are going up this way, the tusks are also going up this way, and it's just this it's this beautiful, elegant creature that has just been tormented, and it is chasing down these ents, and the orc has also a torch in either hand. He's another fire breather, and he's chasing after.
For clarification, is it the animal that is chasing them down, or is it the animal being forced by the orc chasing them down?
Both. He is riding this animal.
Okay.
And the Kwai, who's the partner of this animal, is currently basically strapped up like cargo because one cannot solidly exist without the other.
Yeah.
So basically, there's just an elf strapped to the side of this creature, like bound with like barbed wire and shit. Like he's not happy. Anyway, so he's chasing after them. But it is now the Ents' turns, and they're going to spend it getting up to the mountain.
We shall be hasty, shall we not?
And they're just they just go. They have very long legs and they're at the edge of the mountain by the end of their turn. And it is now that final orc's turn, and he keeps in step. He will, however, I'm going to make this choice randomly as to whether he follows the opening into the mountain or whether he follows the Ents. Nope. So he's basically taking this long-legged animal and he's going to scale the side of the mountain up to y'all, which is also where the Ents are going. It is now Aura's turn.
Wait, you skipped Nitsage.
Sorry, Nitsage. Fuck me. Sorry, where's Nitsage?
He was 3. He rolled a 3.
He was a 3. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That sounds good. We'll put him before the end. My mistake. So we'll give him a turn now.
Okay.
And then we'll give him another turn in his actual line, which will be after the orcs.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
He is going to cast Frostbite at the fire-breathing orc. So can you give me a Constitution save, please?
Nice.
I'm gonna try to beat 15.
Fails.
Awesome. All right, so you're gonna take 2d6.
This music is so stressful.
I know.
Can Frostbite extinguish the flame?
Can it?
I'm not sure. But it takes 5 points of cold damage, and on a failed save, the target has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Say that last part one more time, sorry.
So you'll have essentially disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Okay. Okay, check.
Oh, wait,
All right.
wait. I'm sorry. I should have. Oh, it's 2d6. We're good. I did that.
Cool.
Cool.
His right torch goes out.
Cool.
Thank
And then
ya.
Nitsage will also yell to us, because he sensed something coming from the east, but we don't know what. He heard a screech or something, right?
Yes, from inside the mountain.
Okay.
Yeah, and he would warn.
That is a very unnatural noise coming from inside the mountain. That's his turn.
All right, back up to the top. Aura. Aura.
Are we? Oh my god. Okay. So I can just talk to this vampire dude?
You can certainly try.
Okay, I did it. What's his name?
Eldon.
Eldon. I called him something else. Eldon.
He appears right in front of your face, about 6 inches away.
Damn tinker. Thank you. Eldon, I need you and every single able-bodied one of you to help.
How?
Just take a fucking bite out of these guys. I don't care. Just help us, please.
He does so.
Thank you.
He does so.
Oh, fuck, they're joining the fight. All right, I'm gonna put them at the back.
Oh yeah, you're welcome, I guess.
No, you're smart. Do it.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Well, we're probably gonna get that studio, you guys, but we're not gonna live to see it.
Hang on.
A shrill, piercing shriek echoes off the side of the mountain as an enormous winged beast with a normal but small in comparison rider, black robes with a
With a
glint.
normal
That's cool.
butt? Oh, a normal but small.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Rider in black robes with a glint of an angel-beaten metal helmet.
Not just Danny. We all know what you've done.
I don't know what he's
I don't know what
That's
he's
cool.
doing.
Okay, just Danny and
What
I
does that
and
mean?
Ryan.
The
Lord of the Rings, Witch King like status,
The
like
Witch King
Nazgul
of
when they're
Agamemnon.
riding the fell beasts.
Oh, I mean, super cool, but
holy shit.
I'm gonna make them fit.
Yikes.
But shit.
Right, wrong.
Okay.
I
So-
feel so hated right now.
So question.
I think you just donated it as the drop for the monster.
Well,
like-
I need that clarification,
Yeah.
Aranook,
Oh, yeah.
because is the Witch King the drop?
I think-
Oh, and is it the Witch King? Because really, a handful of them also flew fell beasts. If I'm gonna get technical,
Put some glasses on,
but also, yeah. So basically, I'm gonna leave it up to you. Do you want
I'm
this to
sorry,
be the
Warren
one, or do you
said
want this
that.
to be this, and then another enemy?
It's
right
cool.
now.
We're all upset right now. We're all gonna die.
The Witch King of Angmar it is.
I snort when I'm nervous, apparently.
As long as I do it in the coolest way possible.
Shit. Oh no, I have ideas.
No, you don't, Danny. No.
I'm gonna wait for an answer from Aranook before I continue. The Beanmill Helm is the Witch King part. Oh, check. Yes, good point. But I dropped the Witch King and the boss is the Fell Beast. Perfect. All right, I will take that. Absolutely. Witch King and Fell Beast.
No, I don't want to.
I don't want you to either, guys.
Want to.
I don't set up this game to kill my players. You wouldn't know it.
Okay.
Jesse Joe! Sorry. I hope Caleb's still in there. Fuck me. Okay. Oh
That
man.
really chaps my ass.
Oh shit. Okay, where are
So
we?
she summoned Eldon. Could that have
Wait,
been
do I
her
still-
free action?
Free action,
Okay, so
absolutely.
you
that's
still
my free
have-
action.
You still have attack, bonus attack if you would like to do so. Attack, attack.
Is that Caleb?
It is. Yeah. Yeah.
Jesse
it's
Joe!
What do you want me to do? I don't know what you can do. This is so problematic.
You can make 3 attacks if you want to.
I make 3 attacks,
Okay.
and
Do
they
it.
all land.
Oh, great. Yeah, sounds good. Roll,
They're all
please.
natural 20s.
They're all not doing
Keep in mind,
Okay.
y'all got blessings.
We do. We do have blessings and 3 rerolls.
And 3 rerolls.
Three
What
rerolls.
happened?
Okay,
I'm
so
out of
I
rerolls, so feel
I
lucky.
cast what you have Eldritch Blast. That's the thing you cast.
I think
right?
Booba,
wanna do
you
that?
still have inspiration that you haven't used.
can do
Inspiration
that.
and 4 blessings.
Remember,
Oh.
I don't know what you have, so I'm just
yeah,
going
so
off
I
what
have
know.
Eldritch Blast,
I think
which
Starheart, I
is
think you have
magical,
more
or you can
blessings
use the
than that
weapons that you
as
have
well.
in hand, and do 3 attacks. Or technically, I guess you could do 3 Eldritch Blasts because it's attack, bonus attack.
How many more time do we have on our switcheroo?
How many more time?
You still have this and then a flip.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Really?
You're doing
Okay.
great.
Or
You're
did
doing
I
great.
flip
No,
one?
you
did
I
already.
flipped one. Sorry, you have this.
Okay.
And then it's wackadoo, but we're going to wait till after this
Okay.
fight.
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
goodness.
So
We'll
I'm,
go back to
I'm going
normal.
I'm going to.
Yeah.
How close am I to evil man number whatever is closest to me?
You're in melee with him because you
I'm in
just-
melee.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna attack more.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you're there
with my
with...
2 weapons.
Cool.
Is that
Are
the
we
smart-
flanking at this point with
Yes.
this guy? Okay, so you're going to roll with advantage.
absolutely.
Okay, I'm rolling with
So
advantage.
you'll roll 6 times.
I mean, their eyes are kind of like, oh shit, right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I
So
have a plus to
Fair.
Yeah,
hit.
yeah, yeah. So the fates is +8.
Okay, so 21.
Yeah, on the first one.
Okay, 21.
Roll again though, because you might get a 20.
That will
Okay, well, okay. So roll for the second attack. So roll twice for the second attack, and take the higher number.
18.
Okay, so 18 daggers +7, so it's 25 to hit on the second hit,
Okay.
and then roll twice again.
While they're rolling, just so you all know, Grey Jinjo is Caleb from our improv.
hey,
And he's amazing.
He's amazing.
He's
You're
amazing.
I guess the guy's cool.
I
I don't know.
And then the last one is
I'm
a
just gonna say,
22
yeah,
to
I
hit.
agree.
So I think they all hit.
They all hit.
Because I think it was.
What-
I
what
think
was
it
the lowest?
I think it was 22, 25, 22.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
it was all,
Yes,
it was
they
all-
do all
yeah,
hit.
they were all.
Okay.
And you're going after sword guy, right? Because he's the closest. Yes,
Yes.
you're in melee with him. So yes.
Mr. Knife Guy.
All right, how much?
So you're gonna do. Let's roll the rapier damage first.
Okay.
So take 2d8
Okay.
and roll that.
Okay. Wait, where's another one? Okay. Oh yeah,
Okay,
baby.
so-
Okay, 15,
+4, so 19.
19.
Okay, and then we're gonna roll the dagger. So grab a d4.
Okay.
Okay, and roll and a d6. Sorry,
Okay.
and roll that,
5,
and add 4.
9.
So 9 and oh gosh, what was the first damage?
15.
9 and 15.
But was
So-
it 15 plus anything?
24.
Oh yeah. So it was 15 plus 5, so 9.
20.
So 20, and then 20 plus 9.
Yeah.
Okay, so 29,
29.
Points of damage.
And then I say, I say, well, it's Eldritch Blast, right?
Yeah, but you've used all your action already.
Oh, I was gonna say, eat it, bitch.
Aura's feeling a little randy tonight.
Oh, a little feisty, Aura.
I know she's been hanging around Sarah a little too much.
I think
So-
that's what it is.
I'm also
Each
just very
strike-
revved up.
Like, this is all happening within seconds of each other.
Yeah,
and
I say
he's
eat it
still
bitch very quickly.
he's still running up his sword as you're doing this to him. And he's just like "Ah, ah," like just whack, 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 blood everywhere. Andre, it's now your turn. You are running up
One
his.
more question.
Yes?
I'm so sorry. I just
Yeah.
thought about this. Since we
Yeah.
technically had advantage, does she also get sneak attack damage?
I think
Oh,
I do.
hell
I think I
yeah.
do. I do.
That's
Yeah.
2 extra d6 you can roll.
2 extra attacks. Which one? Oh my gosh, which one?
Cubes, roll cubes.
Yeah. 5.
Yeah.
Hey, anything else? Anything
This
else?
is true. This is true. One just kind of fell out of my palm. So should I count that one? Or should I actually roll it?
It's,
Okay. Oh, it would have been a lot more.
it's cool.
Okay.
Oh,
You did a lot of damage. You did good.
I did.
Did.
I did good.
more damage
You
than I
did
can
good.
do.
Andre number 1.
Yes.
Andre the player.
I bring out my mace from
Hey, number 1.
from the side, and I
Number 1.
basically just power slide up the hilt onto his wrists, and I try and bash the sword out of his hand with a 14.
Wait, doesn't he get do that with advantage?
Yeah, you get advantage.
Thank you. Nope, 14.
Not quite.
All right,
Your
fair
arms
enough.
are just too short.
With that, I jump off and I say to the group, "We must stop Korluk before this goes any further," and I start running into the mountain.
Snap! Bam!
Well, see you later.
The bravery of an impermanent
Whatever.
character.
I ain't going in that mountain. You can have fun.
Oh, shit.
Deuces.
Oh man, fuck. Okay, cool. Starheart, your turn. Anti-Starheart, Starheart.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, that's me. I'm gonna.
I believe in you, Starheart.
Thank you. I'm gonna hit him with my spiritual weapon.
Does the spiritual weapon get advantage?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Does it?
I don't know how that works.
It's an attack.
Ryan, does it get advantage?
Yeah.
Not
It
against
gets
it.
advantage now.
Okay. Okay, the
Better,
first one
better,
was
yes.
17, so 17 plus.
Oh shoot! No, we're not casting the big one. Sorry, we only
I think
have.
it was
I only have
level
one.
that you cast it at, right?
No, I cast level 2. Wait, which one did I? Do you remember what it was? It
was
isn't
the
level
first
1. I only have second and third level, so we're gonna call it level 2.
Okay. What's the damage on that?
1d8 plus 2. That's it.
That was it. That was it. Okay.
I remember.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So 10 points of whatever damage the flask does to his face.
This is spirit. This is the spiritual
Drunken
weapon.
damage.
So you hear the slosh and an ethereal dong, and his skull dents inward. His tongue lolls out of his mouth, and he just collapses onto the ground, dead.
He's dead?
He's dead.
He's dead.
Nice.
Y'all fucked him up earlier. Like you did like 30 damage in a turn. So yeah.
And Starheart says, "What's the matter? Can't hold your liquor?"
Not the matter. Can't hold your liquor. Okay.
Oh my god.
Dope.
I need to level up my star heart. That was so good. That was so good.
Wobble, wobble.
And then you, because that's spiritual weapon, so I'm gonna do a weapon attack too.
Yep.
So what kind of? You have your mace, right?
Do I have a mace? I have a
Oh, do
no. I have a mace, the brass knuckles on my shoe, a dagger, and a hand
Okay,
axe.
well, what does the most damage?
I don't know. I only have a couple up
Probably
here, so I
your
can't tell.
mace.
Probably.
Yeah, your mace. So she's gonna pull out her mace with her free action and go over to Fiery McFirison. Is that the closest one to her?
Pork is actually the closest one.
Oh, as he's climbing back up, or is? Or
He's back on his feet. He's just
She's
bleeding
gonna-
because he did a dash at you.
She's gonna try and bash his knee in.
Yeah, I am.
Is she flanking with anyone on this guy, or Andre the Giant?
He's more at a distance. He
Okay.
just happens to drop very easily.
Okay, so she
Yeah.
probably misses because I rolled a 3.
Yeah,
Okay. That
Yep.
is it then.
that's it.
Yeah.
Bubo.
Alright, I can go to Ryan if you wanted.
Yeah, go down the second dudes. Give me a quick layout of, because I'm up in the thing, and what's down below me now? The whole
You
ledge.
cut the rope. So
I've cut
yeah,
the rope, right,
there's
but I can, yeah. I
there's a
can see
hole
out.
you can shoot down from it.
Right, yeah, I got that. The sorry.
What do
I
you
should be
need?
more specific. What I need is a layout of everything below me in this, because we're on a ledge, right? So
Yes.
there's Fiery Orc is up here, and Pork is
Also up there.
also up there with us.
Yep.
Where are they in relation to me in this
Pork,
floaty
Pork
thing?
is almost. Oh shit.
What?
Rumor Bard has donated or received a sending spell. Oh. Fuck. No. Oh. Oh. Rumor Bard.
Isn't that bad?
No.
No, not right
No.
now.
So
I
Aura,
thought he was
you receive a sending spell, and you hear in your ear, "Hello, Captain. The Queen thought you could use some help.
That was a customer.
You'll owe me for this."
Yeah, without adding in more detail.
And he joins the fray.
It doesn't work.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, so
But it
we'll
wouldn't do
hang-
that
we'll
much
hang
damage.
tight. Okay. Thank you.
It's just
Who's
underline.
Vora again?
Vor is the Queen's assassin with the boomy booms who.
Did I know about him?
I thought he tried to kill her
Was
at
I
one
gonna-
He
point.
did. That's why he says you owe me for this because
Wait, he says I didn't get to see
I know.
And she will message back because we're telepathic, you and I right now. She'll message
Yeah.
back and say, "I look forward to the day you are a worthy opponent." Opponent.
Ooh.
Appointment.
Appointment. You are a worthy appointment. I'll pencil you in.
Damn, Rumor Bard. Thank you guys. Thank you all so much. I'm gonna
Nice.
take a
This is
quick break
Yeah, right.
from the game just to say thank you guys so much. Like every dollar, every subscription, every donation is going towards our studio, bettering ourselves and getting more content to you guys, more shows, and improving what we already have. So like we've got new mics, we've applied for a studio space, which we've been talking about forever, and we're hoping to hear back on that soon. And it's super, super, super exciting. And thank you guys for making this possible at all. And we want to honor that and make sure that we bring you guys tenfold what you are bringing to us. So it is very mushy. So thank you. And back to the bullshit.
What?
What, old man?
What's going on?
But yeah,
chum.
thank you.
I'm Starheart now, aren't I?
Not yet.
Not yet.
So close.
Because I know what I want to do.
Sorry,
And
buddy.
you don't even get to be Starheart then.
Camp Crochet.
No, we're gonna.
we're gonna-
Oh,
do
right,
it
right,
together,
right,
'cause
right.
Otherwise, we're not gonna know what the hell each other
It's true,
does.
it's
And
true.
Okay.
too much.
We need to do this quick because I have something up my sleeve I need to do.
Okay. All right. We'll run the clock out.
Just what never, no never, what never.
Take a knee.
Got it out of stuff. Yada Hillstrom.
Just sing
That's
the,
that character.
the HMS
I'm
pinafore.
got it out of
guys.
stuff. He hit it with a rock. Okay, so
That was just Starheart's turn. Oh, it's Boobo's turn.
Yes, directly below
the
you.
layout. Yeah, I want to see.
Directly below you is
Directly above
Pork.
Okay,
Pork is almost a straight shot down.
okay.
From your viewpoint, down and to the left is the fire-breathing orc. The other one is still climbing up the mountain and out of range for you. He's currently not visible. You saw him start to make the trek up, but he's currently, there's too much shit in your way. There's trees and stuff on the mountain that you can't see past. Yeah. So that is your current layout as far as enemies. Andre, the literal giant, is also on the platform with everybody else.
So happy.
May I have another, please?
You may.
Side note: Justin is gonna be so
cereal.
sad that he missed a fight with Andre the Giant. He's a huge wrestling fan,
Ow!
so he's gonna be so sad that he was not physically here for this.
Straight below me is Pork, and then below and then to the left is Fire Orc.
Yes.
Okay.
Is there not one?
However, from your vantage point, you can see the leather billows that is holding all of the flammable liquid that he continues to push into his mouth by squeezing his arms back.
Oh
shit!
Wow! Damn it! But I don't have Orthil anymore on the bow.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Oh Jesus. Okay, hold on.
But you have information.
Shameless drop.
Yeah,
Justin's
yes.
favorite wrestler is
Oh.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Now you just ruined what I wanted to do with that information.
Shameless plug. Shameless plug.
What would it take for me to throw my sword at that target? Like, is that because since you know the distances, is that like extremely difficult from where I'm at, or is it feasible?
Throwing the entire sword would be a disadvantage for you. However, Klaxon built you a special sword that is able to shoot out its hilt.
The hilt dart.
Yeah, so you fire that with a regular ranged attack.
Oh, okay.
No disadvantage.
Okay.
You?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
They love to hear you, Danny, do that guy.
I told
Listen, guys, gotta keep sipping for that kind of goodness.
Okay.
I hinted at them for a if they wanted to drop somebody else. Oh yeah.
The Rock.
Yay,
That's
Okay.
Justin's favorite.
Okay, good.
He's a lot of people's favorite. He's just
He
awesome.
is the people's champ.
All right. So what do I need to roll for those hilt darts? Is that a
Roll for whatever your bow currently is to hit.
okay?
Roll an attack for that, and
Okay.
then let me deal with the damage.
Okay. Well, you already gave me 1d4 for the hilt dart.
Great.
But those I can, because they're attached to the sword, I can Orthil and light those darts on fire. Yeah.
No. He blessed your weapon,
Yeah.
which was your bow.
No, he blessed my short swords too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he did.
yeah.
Whoa, the
Yeah.
Wayback Machine. Yeah.
Yeah,
cool, cool.
yeah.
He blessed your short
That's a
swords?
reference to classic cartoons.
Yeah.
Um,
So now the bow doesn't do anything, but the swords still light up. So I figure I
yeah.
can Orthil and then shoot the flaming dart at his bag of explodey juice.
I've never been more proud. You already have inspiration,
Damn
so I
it.
can't give it to you again.
What if I use it real quick and then you can give it back
Nope.
to me?
Stack inspiration?
I know.
But I could recommend that you use that inspiration now to try and make sure you hit, give yourself advantage.
Yeah.
Or, store it in case you need to reroll.
Well, I
See
get
what you-
blessings as well. So
Oh,
which
yeah,
one's more
never mind,
powerful?
just
Which one's
fucking
more
Roll
powerful?
your
Blessings
dice. Don't
only.
listen to me. Don't let me play for you.
Which one's more powerful? The inspiration or the blessings? Or are they the same?
Blessing adds a d6
Uh-huh.
no matter what's happening.
Uh-huh.
And then I can't touch it. I can't touch anything right now. I have no rerolls. But inspiration is basically advantage. You roll 2 d20s, pick the higher d20. But in this case, you can roll, see if it sucks, and then if you choose to, use your inspiration to do that. And then you can still apply blessings to that after the fact.
Great.
So basically, I would hold on to everything until you need it. So don't listen to me.
So
I'm
I
that
will roll for 2 attacks, 2 swords that I have with 2 hit darts. So I have 2 chances.
Yeah.
Yeah. Orthil, light them up. I'm gonna aim for a bag of explodey juice. All right. See. 6. So I have a 21 on one, and then a 8 on the other.
The 21 hits.
And
The
that
eight-
I
the
only
eight does not.
explodey juice with fiery dart. I only need 1 to hit, right? I don't know if you can answer that, but this I don't know if I need to waste my
Chance cubes, my
I don't know
friend.
if I need to waste my inspiration to make sure the other one hits. That's what I'm
Okay, let me roll to see what the first one does,
okay.
and then I'll let you choose what to do with the second one.
Great.
We'll call that fair. So it punctures. Fluid is out, but the flame is burning up. It does not catch.
Okay.
But yeah, he's starting to lose fuel. It's going to be very difficult for him to actually squeeze anything in, because if he squeezes now, it's going to shoot out the back. So he's basically lost his fire breathing ability. But yeah, he has not caught flame. So you may want to improve your second roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna use inspiration to do that.
He also takes whatever damage that was, by the way.
It's a D4. I think we said that was.
Yep.
Let me roll that real quick.
D4 or more.
1.
No.
No.
Ouchies.
Jinkies.
Okay. 19.
That'll hit.
Yeah. So that's the second flaming dart.
Okay.
To hit.
Roll for your
3.
3. Okay, cool. Cool. On your way.
Gosh, every time that horn happens, I'm just like.
You want this to be orange.
Orange. Oh, red.
Hey,
Red.
hang on, hey, wait,
Red
Oh,
is
with
it
the
red?
reddish orange, but not blue.
You don't want blue.
Not blue, not blue, not blue, not blue, not blue, not blue, not blue.
It's blue. It's blue. So once again, so he is completely out of fuel. It's not even difficult for him to blow fire. He absolutely cannot, and he is now drenched in that fluid.
Hey.
So in the event that he does catch fire,
Yeah.
he's going up in flames.
Great.
Awesome.
This is good. This
Okay.
is bad. This is
Cool.
good. This
And I
is
still
good.
have a movement action.
Yep.
This is where we've been fighting the whole time, right?
Yeah.
So is there flaming arrows somewhere on this precipice?
They're on the ledge. You're still in the treehouse.
Right, I know.
Yeah.
But where are they on the ledge?
They are at the ledge. They're
Okay.
those sort of like burning tar barrels of.
Are there any dangers near those spots?
Outside of the orcs? Not particularly.
Yeah, like is there somebody that's like within a scary range of that?
They're more inside. They're away from the ledge. They're
Great.
trying to push you all in.
So
and
for
fight
my
that way.
movement action, can I take my 50 foot of rope from my adventurer's pack
Yep.
and attempt to swing to land, to exit and land next to the fiery pits of arrows?
Dex saving throw.
Great.
Come on, boobs. Come on, boobos.
Oh. Wait, what?
Come on, boobs. All right.
We're testing out some new nicknames for the crew here, yeah?
Wow.
That's a 19.
Sorry.
Come on, boobs.
Totally using boobs. Come on, boobs.
Star can, yeah.
Starhurt is only using that from now on. Oh my god.
I've claimed the trademark already in this shit.
Boobs.
Boobs. Come on, boobs.
19.
Aeronook, I'm just gonna call magic on that one. He's like, where'd you tie the rope off? Magic.
Magic. 19.
Yeah. Yeah, you make it. You sneaky son of a bitch. You make it.
Crazy son of a bitch, you did it.
Crazy son of a bitch. And then I'm gonna be the guy in the pink polo. It's like, the fuck you say? I love that driver's reaction because he's just like,
What?
he like looks over his shoulder like all offended. It's great.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Yeah, so you whip it to some.
Whip it. Whip it.
Yeah,
real
you latch it around some magic-y thing.
Yeah.
You swing around. You
Some
land
magic
right where you want to.
Yeah.
You're not on the other side of the pitch, but you are right next to it. Because we're on the other side, you'd be off the cliff.
Right.
Yes, you are now near an open flaming source where you can light your arrows, and that is your turn.
Nice.
It is now Pork's turn, who is still there's like blood, spit, everything. It's all just thick and running because his body's trying to heal itself.
I
but
like him
it's
so
just
much
not
I forget
fast
that he's
enough.
not on our side.
Pork.
Pork.
I know.
I'm like, yeah, pork.
You can try to convince him to come over in your charming
I'm
ways.
Starhurt
Ye
now.
of convincing.
Wait, I'm back to me, right?
I don't think
Nah,
so.
yeah, you're so close.
There's
again.
like
You're so close.
6 granules left.
Just
in
say
there.
a sentence.
I just need to say something. I just need to say something.
How doth the little crocodile? Let's see. Okay.
Stop.
Oh fuck. Okay. Oh no, he only gets one. 'Cause he's Pork. He misses again. He's having a bad day. He doesn't quite fall and eat shit, but he's
Well, he's not
stumbling.
Pork.
He just fell from 20. No. Yeah, he fell from 25 feet. Ripped his face open and his jaws dangling.
Got smashed by
Tongue's
a
walling
rock.
about. He's just having a bad time.
That
And
is
so
not
he's
a
just
good
swinging,
thing.
but he's swinging like somebody cornered by a rival gang. Like he's
Oh.
desperate. Like he's just not
Starts
okay.
snapping. He's doing the dance.
That's right.
I feel kind of bad for him.
Well, you
I
shouldn't.
mean, he's trying to
but-
kill us, but I feel kind of bad for him. His name, he's Pork.
He's just like,
I never should have dropped out of community college.
But it would sound like, oh! That's actually, that is what he's doing right now. He's
flailing.
He's expressing his woes in Orcish, but unable to enunciate in any capacity. Just
Wait,
like,
hang on. I.
so it is now the fire-breathing orc's turn, who is unaware. I mean, he's felt the pain in his back, but he's assumed he's been getting stabbed, so he's actually looking around for someone to hit. And he goes to squeeze. Nothing happens. That's his attack, because that's all he's got.
Quick question.
Yes.
Where's Fel?
Eh?
Fel.
Fel's fire.
He was the
died.
giant friend I made.
He's dead.
That's no God, I forgot.
We didn't tell her, did we?
No, that happened when she was here.
That did happen.
No, but he didn't. No, I didn't know he died. He was just trampled and kind of
dead.
not really moving. But I thought
Flies are coming out of his eyes, but he's still good. He's still good.
he could be okay.
I agree. The fire orc is fork.
With a C.
With the C. With the C. Come on, get up.
He is now fork. With
Fork.
a C.
Yeah, it's fork and fork.
Fork.
Not pork and fork.
Oh no.
Buddy
Don't
comedy.
Oh, so good.
Okay.
Out of your pork and mind.
Jeebus. All right. So that's his turn. It's now Nitsage's turn.
Okay. So Nitsage is going to. So pork is still an issue, and fork is still an issue. So he's gonna chill
At least we
touch
can tell them.
pork. So oh god, I'm so sorry.
It's all right, boobs. We're gonna deal with porking right now.
It's
We're
a
gonna-
skeletal
We're gonna chill
hand
touch your pork.
Yeah.
that
It reaches out and touches your pork.
that chill touches pork. Oh lord. Oh lord. Okay.
We've never claimed to be a kids show. We're not gonna start
We're not
now.
gonna say
Yeah.
no.
That'd be rude.
You make
Yeah,
a ranged
right.
spell attack.
Pork.
Oh. Dehirstrom is riding a
Oh, I don't
a
think that's
boar
Yep.
stag combo, so the new orc
Bork.
could be Bork if
The
we
store.
so choose.
The store.
I'm
That's
just-
a
I'm just gonna
9.
do that.
I'm pretty
Bork,
sure
bork,
he
bork.
misses with a 9.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah,
He's
that's a
really
miss.
tired.
That is a miss.
That's Nitsage's turn.
You might as well.
I'm reading that in Kayla's voice, by the way. Bork and fork.
Comedy brought to you by Fox.
Such a good Caleb. Holy crap.
Pork and
Pork
Anyway.
and pork. Tonight at 8.
New buddy cop comedy. Brought to you by Fox.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Pork and Fork, a new buddy cop comedy brought to you by Fox.
D&D.
So is that Nitsage's turn?
That's my.
That was Nitsage's turn, yeah.
Okay, it is now. It's Orkin's turn,
Wait.
but I'm gonna say you made it inside.
Woo!
You've rounded the corner. Not
Okay.
your turn. You
No,
get to
no,
take no
no,
action.
no.
So you've rounded the corner. You've made it inside the eastern gate into this level.
Yes.
You, knowing this city inside and out, you manage to get to a tube. You find your tube down to the central disc. When you land, it is fucking chaos.
Ah.
So you see
That is its name.
these tendrils, these super thin cord-like tendrils, while they're whipping around, the second they touch on something, 4 or 5 more grip and shred and pull in and down.
Yeah.
And indiscriminate.
Yeah.
So orc, gnome, dumb matter, boar, anything that's out there that is living. It is just there to take and consume. That is one problem.
So as I see this, I just kind of look around and I'm just like, this mountain is already lost.
Idiot.
Told him.
Jenny?
He just gets in and that audible in his brain goes
right. Okay, fair. Yes.
The nice thing is,
Right.
most of the gnomes are not inside.
Right. Yes.
So it's killed maybe 2 gnomes for every 10
Yeah.
orcs. They're getting shredded apart as you watch.
Right.
The other thing you do see is a Yagnoloth, which you, as a gnome in Copperforge, don't know what this creature is. But it is a very large, misshapen, asymmetrical, demon-looking thing with winged ears and horns.
As a death cleric, though, would I
My phone battery.
possibly have a little bit more knowledge?
Religion check, please.
If.
Natural 20.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Not only do you know, you've seen one before. This is the presence of one of these is what got you into the dark magics to begin with. Or got you acquainted with death as a god and as a positive.
Right.
This is a faithful servant, this fiend. But what you see is not he going after particularly any of the gnomes residual within the mountain, but you see him going directly after Fizzbinkle.
Right.
And you see that you realize that is the screech and the scream that you heard echoing from around the mountain. Because this one, it has one small hand with electrified touch, and he's gripping Fizz by the chest and just... And then he also has one massive arm, which he's currently not using. But you've now pieced together what everything's sort of been happening.
Right.
It looks like the orcs, Kruluk included, are mostly dealing with the tendril problem. But Kruluk is smart. His particular steed, the scorpion, crawls up the side, is now on the underside of the disc, out of range of the tendril being, while the borers and all of them start to try and split. This is what you see when you round the corner. But Yagnoloth, that is his turn. He's going to take another just fucking jolt at Fizzbinkle. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
These guys are mean.
Yeah. What if he drops the remote?
Fizzbinkle doesn't have the remote. He's trying to fix the mountain.
Fair. Okay.
Klaxon has the remote, and he's currently heading in. He is not inside yet. They're still at the lip of the mountain at the gate. They're coming inside soon, but not yet. They're still outside within earshot of all of you, just so you know. Oh, where's my other 6? There we go.
We have a couple people that
Oh,
can
no.
communicate with you.
I was actually thinking of doing that and seeing where he was.
Oh.
Yeah. Just because he pieced out and I'm very like, wait, no, I can't communicate because I'm not me yet. You can do it.
With that 20 of a religion check, I will also say that you realize that this creature is something called an Ithel, which shouldn't exist. It is ancient, it is beyond time, it is beyond the gods. It is something separate that has manifested itself into existence and belongs in a different plane. It should not be here. It is separate from the demons. It is not attached to Cloaked. It is something else entirely, and it does not care what it kills. You see, as you're looking at this fight, that even Alhun looks nervous. This childlike, happy toddler of a demon looks terrified of the Ithel.
Are we on the frickin' Hellmouth or what? Where did we build this place?
Apparently.
Oh
I mean, you
my
dig too deep and you dig some things up.
We did literally dig our pits to hell, so.
Oh god, that was right. You told me about that. Why did we tell you?
Because it killed a lot of orcs.
It's now Andre's turn. One of the
Yes.
You, Andre? Which
Fork
Andre?
the fire orc. He turns to the giant. Oh no, I don't have a thing.
I will destroy you with my mighty flame. You only have yourself to blame.
And with empty hands, he claps. He attempts to clap either side of Fork the orc's body.
This is beautiful. This is beautiful.
The best thing.
This is so great.
Ithl, I-T-H-L, for those in the chat who are
Is it-
panicking about spelling.
Is it Ethel the Ethel?
It's Lucy's neighbor. It's Lucy's neighbor as well.
It should, her name is Ethel, and she's an Ithel, and she's having a really bad
Ethel
day.
the Ethel.
Peter Piper pecked a pack of peppered Iffles.
Yeah, sure.
I think those iffles are not quite ripe yet, my friend.
Peter
Put him back, put him back!
Shit.
picked a pack of Itheld Eccles? Itheld Ethels?
Yes, Ethel Nichols.
Ithel Eccles.
Yes, a rumor bard. Ithel is the name of the tentacle horror that is currently flitting about and slicing through several of
Don't
the...
look, Ethel!
Oh my... The day the squirrel went berserk. In that sleepy little town of Bethlehem, it was a fight for survival. It broke out in revival. Anyway, sorry. Fucking love Ray Stevens. By the way, thank you for rekindling that fire in my brain. I'm so happy right now.
Don't look at them!
Yes!
All right, sorry. I'm so happy.
Wow. That's the
She done me insane.
I need to do some Googling.
I'm sorry. Back on track. I'm running this game. I'm not
That's
fucking
the
this game.
streaker one, right, Danny?
Huh?
That's the streaker one, right?
Yeah.
Don't
Oh,
look
yes,
at
they call him the streak.
Wow.
Boogity, boogity.
Boogity. Yes!
Wow.
That's
That's
they
serious.
do feet.
Okay.
Took me
That's a
down.
Wow.
Back. That was like claymation too, wasn't it? That, yeah.
Deersham's like, I'm just glad these references land. Yeah. Listen, man, I love that shit so much.
I love
So
the chat
Andre
numbers, too.
Now that you
succeeds.
said it, I know.
He brings his palms together on either side of Fork's temples and just like, goosh, and he's like, so he's going to be dazed for a turn. He's actually going to miss an attack because he's fucking ringing.
Ringen.
Dazed and porked.
Yeah. Treebeard, Quickbeam, Beachbone, and Fingless all make it up to the lip of the mountain now, within range of this particular close combat fight. Treebeard is sort of confused, so he
Which of you are the ones who hurt us?
They're looking at us and saying that?
he's looking at everyone. He can't tell small folk apart.
I quickly point it at the orcs.
And he reaches out with his big fucking tree hands.
Yes. It's nice to have big friends.
Finally.
Sorry, that one will go in the tray. Hurrah! All right, one of those hits. So one hand, Pork dodges because he's like in a feral state of survival right now. He's just and yeah, Fork is still like being like, why my fire not work? Like he's like what's happening? And he gets picked up and squished. Not dead, just crushed. And we'll figure out damage in a moment.
He's a bent fork.
Oh god. I'm trash!
No, he's a
Now he's a spork.
Trash.
As he's picking up this orc, you all notice that the oil that was leaking from his pack begins to drip down Treebeard's arm, unbeknownst to him. But you all do see this.
Why?
And he still has one lit torch.
No, why, Danny?
Quickbeam, the youngest of the Ents, the quickest of the Ents, hence the name. He speedily turns around, and as the other orc who is riding the boar stag combo, Bork. Sorry, Bork. Yeah, Bork, fucking boar orc. As Bork basically crests the lip of this cliff, Quickbeam is waiting for him. And he lashes out with one long arm, which is literally being hit by like a branch of a tree.
Do we have a Borg?
No,
Do we have a Borg?
that would be futile.
Get out.
It's my house. It's not my house. I don't care.
No, it's not.
He does hit. He does make contact. He baps Bork right on the face.
Bats him.
Can one of those like Adam West Batman letters pop up and go back?
Just bap. Bap in the face. So yeah, Quickbeam just clocks him across, and he ducks a bit, but it catches the top of his noggin, but it doesn't knock him off his steed or anything. He's still coming. You can see the Kwai struggling, and there's blood everywhere that the wire is wrapping him, and the gag is standard. The gag is just a rope, but the stuff that's tying up his body is just barbed wire that's digging into his flesh and his chest. Just enough to cause a lot of severe pain at all times, but not enough to bleed out.
Oh my lord.
Beachbone, another ent, is going to go for Pork. He misses, And Finglas, the last, is also going to go for another one. He also misses. It is now Bork's turn. And because Quick Beam is right there, Bork is going to use his steed in order to attack Quick Beam with both the antlers and the tusks and basically try and rend the bark of Quick Beam. Spill the sap, as it
did
were.
we name him Bork because he's riding a boar?
Yes.
Copy that. Sorry. Sorry, there's a lot going on.
Yes, there is.
I'm not gonna
Copy
lie.
that,
You're
copy
right.
that, copy that.
Oh my god.
It is enough to do some damage to Quick Beam.
Oh no.
Relatively fast beam.
Stupid.
So yeah, you see antlers dig in and rend up, and it peels back like you're using a plane to get this level off. And then the tusks dig in the exact same spot. And the first layer just took off bark, and the second layer, you see the sap start to fill in the grooves as it digs, and Quick Beam lets out what would be a scream, but he doesn't have cords. It just sounds like a forest dying.
Like trees like splintering like that.
Yeah, it's
Oh my God,
horrific.
it's Earth.
We're topical here on Sahlen's Legacy.
What is he, the Amazon forest right now?
You're gonna make her cry, dude.
It is now Eldon's turn,
Ooh, man.
and his friends.
Thank God we called on those bloodsuckers.
I heard that.
That was not in
It was not his voice at all. That was funny.
No, mine wasn't in character.
Everyone misses except Eldon
Oh
himself.
my god.
We'll take it.
Are you for real?
I'm. Yeah,
He's human.
I'm.
Oh my gosh.
Look at me.
I wouldn't have known.
I'm a real boy.
So he latches on to Pork. Like he just pops into existence right behind Pork, and just says, "I'm going to stick you." And just digs in and rends. And again, these aren't clean, pretty vampires with the two little puncture holes. He digs holes and sucks the wounds.
Well, I mean, if it's gonna get the job done, then I don't care what it looks
Right.
like.
Just as far as pretty versus not, that's what's happening.
These guys don't sparkle.
They sure as shit don't.
They shouldn't. They
So he takes a decent amount of damage. And he will also be taking bleeding damage because he hit an artery. It's going to be fucking rough for Pork in the near future. Ruckin' Buff. It's now.
Oh yes, guest stars.
You hear-
Oh no!
No! Not this guy. Oh, I'm so terrified.
So much happening.
From the heavens, basically.
Oh!
heaven.
Right? Everyone's doomed. You see the shadow covers the ledge that you're on first before the sun allows you to see and light the top of this hooded creature in a rusted, bent, and crooked helm.
Is there something he wants, like a ring that we can just throw somewhere and just be like, "Oh, fetch!" Like,
Fetch, bitch.
like some marshals we can play with. Like,
Haskell Radio says music to my ear. What perfect coinky dinky.
Oh my gosh.
So this
Bandits.
thing lowers.
Rodeo.
Well, we're boned.
He reaches over, pulls out his sword, lights it,
Oh no.
and spots Nitzige first.
Oh.
He doesn't get to him on this turn because he's still on his fell beast, but he's after the wizard.
Oh no.
One wizard.
The fell beast, however, does get its own turn.
What? I can't read it.
Offer him a portrait.
And the fell beast is going to bite at. I'm gonna decide this randomly because it is a fairly wild
I need
critter.
to know who is where. I'm so when you're
So
done,
it's
I'm
already
so-
in range?
Yes, it's just gone.
Just start throwing things. That's what they're called.
It's come down.
Oh, good.
Isn't that great? Isn't that great?
I have some shit.
So one
Starheart should
Nitzige You.
What about me?
You're about to get attacked.
No.
The three of us?
No, just you. I went down the line.
So Starheart or Aura?
Starheart.
Okay.
Starheart.
Okay.
Alan.
Okay.
You got
Okay.
this. You got this. It's gonna
Okay.
miss.
You're fine because it snaps at you and it does happen to miss because I rolled a fucking 5. Anyway, not that I'm mad.
Wait, it's the beast that
the beast that
riding.
it is riding. It is a
The beast that the Nazgul is riding, not the beast that has the elf dude on it that has the orc on top of the elf dude.
Not the boar.
Not the
not
boar.
not the boar stag. No.
How there are so many evil things.
You're right.
The boar stag.
I feel like he should be Russian.
Four?
My name is Borstag.
Aura, you hear something familiar and terrifying.
Terrifyingly familiar. Got it.
Is here.
Nice. What is this? It's Boar doing his attack.
And he hits the fell beast in the back.
Hell yeah.
And he's going to do some damage.
The chat. Hey Justin, you missed a great game. Andre the Giant showed up, you died, and we found the Witch King.
Oh no.
That's so good. Hey, just so you know, these are the things that happened while you were away. By the way. Yikes.
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 The tail of the fell beast is exploded clean off.
Oh shit.
Holy
Meat
smokes.
and blood scatters.
Meat
Bone
blood.
hits the ground before other bits, scales, and everything are peeling off. It looks like someone took a firecracker, taped it to their finger, and just went. It is super gnarly. Yeah, the fell beast lets out this horrific screech. And we are
Slow clap for the new girl in the corner.
now at. You hear in Aura hears in her ear. You're welcome. It is now Aura's turn.
Rumor
Fake
board.
Aura, it's still you.
Still you, bud.
Rumor board says, that'll do, Vol. That'll do.
Rumor Bard now looks like Cromwell to me.
Not gonna lie, real Aura is a little turned on by what's happening.
Wait,
Like,
what?
That's a little hot. That's a lot. I'm just saying.
Tavor,
Like,
I got it. Okay,
I
okay,
get
okay,
that.
okay.
I get that he's a nemesis, but
Right.
right now it's like,
Damn.
damn, respect. Okay.
Respect.
Okay. Go on.
Sorry, I'm still trying to catch my vision.
What was that? What was that word?
Still? You're still on that?
Oh God, what do I have?
He said, okay then. I didn't mean it as an offense. I like Cromwell.
I attack more.
Who are you attacking?
You attack
Who's
more.
who's? Oh God, which ones are?
Which one can she have
Can you
advantage
please
on?
tell me the layout of the things? Guys,
Yes,
game's
yes.
breaking my
So-
brain.
If this is the cliff that you are on,
Okay.
you are facing this way.
Okay.
In front of you, you have
Wow.
Pork,
Pork.
who is just fucked.
Hey.
You have Fork.
2 minutes.
Huh?
Pork and fork.
There's
Okay.
a
Justin's
there's a
watching.
Justin in there.
Hey.
Hey, welcome, honey.
Yay, hi,
Justin.
It's rough, guys. It's rough, man.
Justin.
There's so many baddies that I didn't plan for. I was
Not real.
sorry.
It's real bad.
It's real bad.
And the Witch King from Lord of the Rings is about to target you. Sorry, honey.
You're a wizard.
You're a wizard.
Harry.
You're a wizard,
Nixon.
Sorry. So, Pork is in front of you and to the right. Fork is in front of you and lightly to the left toward the edge.
Uh-huh.
Bubo is directly at the edge, directly in front of you, near the pitch fires to light
Well,
arrows.
I want to attack him though.
I'm aware. You wanted the lay of the land. I'm giving it to you.
Okay, thank
so,
you.
you also have
pork and fork or pork and bork.
Pork and Fork.
Okay, thank you.
Bork
Oh jeez.
is now coming up the edge. He's coming up the crest. Quick Beam is facing him. They are in melee together
Okay, they'll do their
at
own
the
thing.
at the edge.
Okay.
Yes, so they're both right there.
Which one is most wounded?
We're trying not to kill ourselves, too, Justin.
If you were to look at them directly,
Yes.
currently, sorry, no. Fork is not in front of you. Fork is currently in Treebeard's
Yes.
hand, spilling oil all over
Yes.
Treebeard. He is the most wounded of the orcs, but Pork is still right in front of you, on the ground.
And is Pork in melee with Andre right now?
No, because again, Andre is so far away.
just
Like
went
he just
boom.
leans in, claps, and then leans
Okay,
back.
because if that dude does his flamey, that dude is the flamey. Okay,
Yeah.
yes, because Fork is with the Ent, and so then if Fork does his flamey, then the Ent goes.
No,
and
Fork
we don't
can't.
want that.
Well, he can.
Pork
Fork
is also
can't poof.
bleeding out because Eldon just ripped a hole in his neck.
Okay, so-
just so you know, so Pork is.
Should we get okay. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna.
And then directly in front of you, flying on his fell beast, the Witch King of Angmar, and the fell beast itself. And
Okay.
Vor, you actually don't know where he is in physical space. He is just taking care of shit.
Question. Directly in front of me, is it Witch King or is it the one of the orcs? Pork.
Pork-
Which one is
Pork is in front of you and to the right.
okay?
Treebeard is in front of you holding Fork up.
Okay. And then, but you said Witch King is here, right?
Yeah, Witch King is beyond the crest of the ledge because
Beyond.
he's flying.
Okay, so
He's on
further
the back
back
of a big
okay.
flying beast.
I'm gonna. I don't want to use all your abilities up.
Eldritch Blast is a cantrip, so you can use that till the cows come home.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast
When are the cows coming home?
the. Oh my god! I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the Fork.
Feel free to say words. I'm just saying.
Do it.
Bail you out.
Do it. Say like.
God, I don't know how to word right now.
We're gonna be each other for the rest of the game.
Okay.
Yeah, just get rid. Yeah, just say words to get rid of that.
I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast.
I believe in you. You can do better.
What? Do it under pressure.
Dialogue.
You can do it.
Show, not tell.
Think Vor for stuff. Do anything.
Yeah, flirt with Vor. Apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Murder flirt. I don't
Okay,
know
I'm
what to
gonna
call it.
yell. I'm gonna
Flirt.
yell.
Nailed it. Perfect.
I'm gonna yell
Yeah.
loudly.
Uh-huh.
No, you can do the-
We're all gonna die anyway, right? Okay.
Do what you can do. 6 seconds.
Vor, darling, if you can help us again, that would be lovely. Wink.
Did you say wink?
Did you mind wink at him?
I am so overcome with the stress of this battle that I both wink and say the word.
Wink.
Wonderful.
Wow.
You got this much time
my
left.
God.
You got
Oh
like 2
my
words,
God.
and then we can reset this life. All right.
+3 charisma, just so you know. It's cool. It's cool.
What? But we said wink, so.
Are you gonna attack something? What are you doing?
Yes, no, I said Eldritch freaking blast.
Eldritch frickin' blast.
17.
This is why I would
yeah,
never
yeah,
say
so
this
do
again.
it 3
It was a
times.
fun
Do 3 times.
experience.
+6.
17.
So that's 21.
At least not turning a battle.
23
Jeez.
to hit.
Probably not during a war.
18 to hit.
18.
During a war.
And then an 18 plus 6, so 24.
24.
Hits. Hits.
She rolled 3 times.
Yes,
and
we
they
have
were all
all
high
hit.
numbers.
All hit.
And
they
who
hit.
are you hitting specifically? Pork?
God, yes.
Pork.
No,
The one on the ground.
Fork. No, the one that's
The one in
the tree.
Treebeard's hand.
Yes,
'Kay.
that one. I hit that.
Okay. Damage.
Okay.
Damage.
So you're gonna roll 3d10.
Damage.
D10?
Yeah.
Yeah. Eldritch Brass, man. That's
Yes.
the warlock spam. I know it well. It's so good. Who was talking to Kyle? And he uses it
29
like
and
as a
none.
sniper. There's some effect
Wait,
that
this
he has
isn't
that allows him to
one.
do
Oh,
it
that's
from
no,
like
no.
back
This
and
actually was
forever
one.
That's
away.
the right one.
Which one?
This,
Wait.
this is the right one.
Okay, I don't
So
know
yeah.
what that. So that was
So
8.
do 2 more of those.
This is one?
Here. You want mine?
Yes.
Hold these.
I'm so stressed. 9, 5.
It's 14.
So 8.
14 and 8 is 22. Is that right? 8 and 9 is 17. 17 and 5 is 22. Yeah,
Yes.
22 points of damage.
22 points of damage.
A couple things happen.
Sorry, this is very.
You hit him so hard,
Yes.
Fork's neck snaps.
Good job. Good job.
Just it's like 1, 2, and then the third one just and it just flips upside down and just kind of dangles from the meat. The bone is pulverized.
Okay. Got some dangly meat.
And
I
then
knew it. Damn it. I wanted you to wait. I'm just gonna do something.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Treebeard catches fire as the torch drops.
knew it!
And
This is
lights
why
the
I
oil.
was afraid.
Why'd you do it?
His arm is now currently
Because
a
then
flame.
he was like, he can't do the flame because I thought you said he didn't have any flame. So can I bring
He
it
still
out?
had
No, he
one
had a
lit
torch.
torch.
That's why I was gonna shoot the torch with an arrow on my next turn to knock it out of his hand.
What's done is done.
I
Yeah,
had
no,
plans.
it's all good. It's all
I
good.
had plans,
Story,
just so you
story,
know.
story.
But it works. Now we play the game.
But I didn't know.
You're playing your game.
You're
Playing
good.
your game.
You're
That's
good.
okay. Now I want
Nothing
a
to
fiery
feel
punch in
guilty
order.
about.
But my game didn't know he was a flame.
Beep, 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 beep.
Are you okay if I flirted with 4?
Yeah.
Or if you flirted with
It's cool.
4? Okay, because my brain is broke right
It's
now.
gonna be fine.
There's so many
All
things.
right. Oh, so this Treebeard is now ash and beard.
Wow.
I'm so sad. I love Treebeard. He's my favorite. The trivia fact: Treebeard, the character, was based on C.S. Lewis, lifelong friend of
Was he for
Tolkien, who used to
real?
sit
Oh,
in
they
on
were
his
friends.
lectures. And the bow room that Treebeard mutters is something that is basically the muttering that C.S. Lewis would do on the way like up and down from the not pulpit, that's not the right word, but the lectern. Sorry, lectern from class. So when he would like walk up and down the aisles, he would grumble to himself, and that's where the bow room for Treebeard came from. You're welcome.
That's super cool.
Cause I'm a nerd. Anyway.
Nerd.
Who's up?
Who is up? It is
Not me. Wait, do I have any other attacks? Is that the
Andre.
That was
It's Andre.
That was 3 attacks.
Okay.
First Andre. Real Andre.
That's perfect. You're inside.
I'm inside and I see things.
All that shit you just saw.
Heyo.
Let me know if you have any questions, but there's a lot happening. You pop out of this tube into a fucking shit show. Like
Right.
it is
Yeah.
horror upon horror.
Okay.
But in all of the stories you've ever read, you've never seen a demon afraid,
Yeah.
and you are seeing that now.
And honestly,
Well,
like,
see you later.
with
I'm out of here.
as I look around, like, you don't see panic on my face. This is something I've seen in meditation to the god Claude.
Oh yeah, because you bros with death.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
And so Kurluk is on the ceiling.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Hey! Ascension Stories! Holy
What
crap!
happened?
Thanks,
What happened?
everybody.
All right.
We're in the middle of a really horrific, lopsided war. So thank you, everyone, for joining us. Welcome to Sahlen's Legacy. We're on episode 24.
24.
24 of our current show. We're in the middle of a war in a gnomish mountain known as Copperforge, which has several discs of various levels. And they're being the onslaught is being led by an orcish chieftain. There are demons involved, and now there is an elder creature involved that is wiping out everything. There's all kinds of crap, and people, the way our show works is people are able to donate to add characters and enemies and all this stuff. Every time we hit $100, a big boss monster drops. So there are currently characters from outside of our own continuity. So we have some Lord of the Rings characters in here right now.
How many got
So they're up against the Witch King of Angmar. They're up against Treebeard and friends are currently friends. We have Treebeard, Quickbeam, Beachbone, and Finglas, who are all there. But anyway, welcome to the Chaos and welcome to Perception Studio. We play a lot of tabletop games here. Tuesday nights, this is our game with the humans. I'm Danny, your DM. That's Ryan. That is Haley. That is Diva. And that is Andrew. And they're all playing their individual characters that are currently marked on the screen. If you do the little mouse wiggle to see the plug-in there. Wednesday nights, we have Perception Check with our Felted Friends, which is a zany, super over-the-top, insane show. Please, welcome to our,
Welcome to the
little
big
humble
group.
family community thing. Our Discord is a great hub for you to see what's going on with our shows. We also have a movie talk show called Cinephilia every Monday night at 6:30 p.m. And yeah, we have more things ongoing. We've currently searched for and applied for a new studio space permanently so that we can bring even more content, more tabletop shows, more board game shows, and all kinds of other miscellaneous stuff. So thank you everyone for joining us. Yay! Anyway, back to the violence, back to the game. And if you could click that link, if anybody did the raid link, please click that link. It helps us with our views. It's really nice, and we will also pay it forward. We also always raid at the end of every stream that we do on our channel. It's really important to us to pay that kindness forward. And yeah, so anyway, just thank you for being here. Hope you enjoy the show. It's been fucking bonkers. So we're also a mature channel, so we say fucking a lot.
Bonkers.
All right,
Let's move on.
Yes.
Do I know the name of the Yugoloth?
The what?
I've forgotten it,
Demon.
but you
Orkin
might.
is what you
Okay.
said,
Orkin.
right?
Yes, sorry. No, I wrote it down. It's right there. Orkin. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is likely famous in things of lore. He's sort of, you know him
Yeah.
as a creature that is neutral.
Fair.
Whoever is powerful enough to summon him,
Right.
he will be loyal to. The second that spell is up, he basically resets.
Right.
So he can be an entity for good, he can be an entity for evil. In this particular case, he has his one task, and that is to stop this mountain from being blown to smithereens.
Understood. All right. So I begin walking up to him with the utmost calm. Orkin! Unhand that gnome.
I have a task.
Your task ends when you kill him. And I point to Kurluk. He's the reason this mountain is going to fall. If you kill him, this war is over.
He wants the mountain. I kill him, the mountain stays.
He increases his grip on
Do you know who I am? I am Andre Dacord Benicio, Duke de Monrath. You will do my bidding.
I am currently in contract.
Your contract is to keep this mountain alive. Listen to me. This battle is all because of that orc. They will not bring the mountain down if this war ends.
Kurluk, hanging in his stirrups from the scorpion, gripping from the underside of the disc, says,
I have hired you. I have made my pact. Alhun and I together have made this pact.
and you see Orkin living somewhere in the middle,
Yeah.
concerned about his current fate. What you know about Orkan is that he is essentially more powerful than anyone in this room.
Right, exactly.
But it is his nature to serve whoever summons him.
My contract is with him. I cannot break my oath.
What if I make a contract with you now?
Speak quickly.
I give you my soul.
He looks not just at you, but into you and through you.
Intrigue. A soul, you say? Ooh.
Make a make a persuasion check, please. With any-
You have a blessing, you have a blessing, you have a blessing, you have a blessing.
You do have a blessing.
We have 3 rerolls.
And there are 3 rerolls in the pool for all players.
You can
Oh.
use.
For all new players, and also I didn't even do it at the top of the frickin' stream.
No, but they already knew. Because you started with something else,
Fine,
crazy
fine.
boy.
I'll bless it. Yeah.
So I was doing that
This is as you
before
say.
we get to the result out loud. So the way that you viewers can interact with our story, you can grant our players blessings, which allow 1d6 to be added to any check, any attack, or any damage. Once that is applied, I cannot touch it as the DM. There also exist DM rerolls, which allow me to force players to reroll these things. For every $10 you can add to their pool of rerolls. Currently they have 3. So if they roll, say, a nat 1, this allows them to re-roll that and get a better shot at doing better. For every $15, you can give me a DM reroll, which allows me to re-roll their good rolls. So if they get a nat 20, I can say, nope, do it again, which I've already done tonight. For every $25, you can drop a character. This can be an ally. This can be an enemy. Currently, they are overrun by enemies. So if you're
So
feeling
many.
charitable, you can donate an ally. But you can also make things worse and terrifying. And anytime we reach the goal of $100, for every $100, we drop a boss level enemy. And a boss level enemy, the way I define it, is that enemy on his own could kill the whole party. And currently we have one of them's dead, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out and about and within range, not including the ones that are currently in the mountain with poor little motherfucker over here. Again, sorry, language.
So Aaron Hook, I don't think the Ents even it out pretty well.
No, the Ents even it out on the outside, but if they manage to make it inside, things could turn for the better. But currently they're elsewhere.
Danny, it was a non-natural 20 altogether.
Kurluk, do you give me your soul?
Oh shit.
Shut the fuck up, Google!
Sorry, I missed that. No, you didn't.
Kurluk, you see a range of emotions play over his face.
Sure.
As he is challenged by this demon that he has raised, this fiend, to give up his own soul for power over this mountain. I'm gonna flip for it.
Sorry,
What color do we want? What color do we want?
You want blue.
Blue.
I want orange.
Okay, we
Bluebo. Bluebo.
Bluebo.
Sorry, should I have said that out loud?
You're fine.
Well, too late, I guess. Sorry, my bad.
My soul already belongs to our home. I cannot give it up freely, and you know this.
Orkan sort of looks to you,
Yes.
looks to Kurluk, with a flash of his massive arm, not the one that is currently clutching Fizbinkle, who is just squirming. There are tears flowing into his beard as he kicks and thrashes, but there's no fucking way he's getting out. He just looks over to Kurluk. I have a better contract. And he lifts with his massive arm, and a sort of just ethereal contract appears, and with one nail just slices it in half.
You're mine.
Understood.
His massive hand reaches toward you, and then a sort of spectral version of it continues in, and it clutches at your heart, and you feel this chill. The warmth of your soul, every happy memory you've ever held in your body is gone.
There's not many.
What must I do, Master?
End this war. Kill Kurluk.
He darts. He is now added to the line. Oh no, he's in the line. Fuck me, there he is. So his turn will come later. You see Kurluk freaking out for all of his swagger and confidence when he approached the mountain of Copperforge. He had a plan. He had a demon. He has power unknown at this point to you, and he is afraid. His face has gone from this, no matter what, I've got this in the bag, casual, to fuck. Like, he's freaking the fuck out.
I hope he wore his brown pants today.
Oh, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Nee.
Wooly, wooly. That was amazing.
Well,
Oh my
fucking done.
God.
Inspiration.
Oh my God. Yes.
Starheart. It's now your turn for as many words as you'd like. Oh, we also had we did a bullshit tip tonight. And okay, so next week we won't make it to it because this battle is probably going to go on for a while. But the second this battle is over, we will do the character swap. I promise you, you've tipped for it, we'll do it. But for the sake of us getting through it, we will hold on to it until we can do it in a more entertaining manner and a less like fucking the mechanics manner. And I'm sorry if you're upset about that. Well, let me know. We love
Starheart
Zias.
traded it for.
Yeah, so currently they're playing each other's characters because somebody did for it. And then later, everyone will be swapping one shift to the right. But we all agreed that we'll do it after this battle because it's very crunchy and there's a lot of characters
Thanks,
involved.
Aaron Hook.
Aaron Hook, thank you very
Thank
much, Aaron Hook.
you.
We appreciate your flexibility and yeah, thank you so much. It allows us to still tell our story despite the silly.
Despite the silly.
All right.
So let's see. That one's
it.
dead. On fire. So we've got pork or fork. Somebody's still
Fork
alive.
is dead.
Fork is dead.
Pork is still alive.
Pork and
For
Pork
now.
is alive?
Pork is alive.
And
Fork
Bork.
is dead. You snapped, or Aura snapped his neck. Whoever Aura is at the time snapped his neck.
We snapped this neck.
Whoever's on the ground with us.
I'm gonna say, you ugly mother sucking, bucking, ducking,
take it.
ducking,
Take it.
ducking, mucking, bugging.
Flawless.
You nailed it.
Get him.
Perfection.
Oh God, what do I do?
Okay.
Get him. Your spiritual weapon's still up.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my spiritual weapon as my bonus action. One, then, God, that was amazing. You're amazing. When the
Oh, you gotta roll an attack first.
I'm gonna roll attack first.
Oh.
Attack, attack.
Oh God, why was I really so good for you and now I don't work good for me?
Okay, so that does not hit. That was 5, just FYI. And then I'm going to cast. Oh, good lord. I'm gonna cast guiding. Try to hit with guiding bolt.
Okay, plus 5.
Okay, that's fine. That's good. 23 to 23.
Yeah, it'll do it.
And 5d6. Beep,
More
boop, beep,
D6.
boop, boop, boop. I'm just trying to remember what is this. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Oh.
D6.
This is 5. Can I count?
Yes, Valen makes a good point. Don't forget about the Witch King.
Yes.
But it's okay. Do what you can do.
I'll remember. Okay. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18 damage.
And then
Magic
on
happy.
pork?
On who were you
Yeah.
attacking?
The
whatever
remaining orc?
was there.
Pork orc.
And then
Wonderful.
Whoever hits
Radiant damage.
him, and then whoever hits him next has advantage.
Yeah. All right. Well done. Bubo, your turn.
Of course it is.
Girl.
You're now on the ground right next to the flaming pitch, so you can light your arrows if you so choose.
Yeah, great. What is radiant damage?
It's basically like holy damage.
Does that affect anybody on this field currently?
There are
In
still
particular?
undead out on the field
Are they-
fighting individuals, but not
Yeah.
close enough for you to make a
But
difference.
nothing up in here like the Witch King or anything.
The Witch
doesn't?
King, yeah, that would actually probably do some fucking good
Great.
stuff too.
Okay,
should've-
awesome. So I'm gonna.
Sorry.
Huh?
Harlan is tempted to turn that cricket into a beneficial NPC.
Yeah, he's still here, just for you, Hardliner.
He's a bard.
He's a bard singing a song outside. Shut it. Great. I have Moon Essence
translating.
Potion, which adds radiant damage to the weapon. Is that just applied to the weapon? Do I gotta drink that? How does that work?
Drink it.
Okay, great. I will drink Moon Essence Potion to add radiant damage to my longbow.
Cool.
Lovely.
Does that count as an action?
I'll
action
call that a
potions?
bonus action. We've been
Okay.
using potions as bonuses in this
Okay,
game,
great.
so we'll keep it that way.
Thank you.
Great. So,
Great.
Is Pork still alive? Pork?
Still, currently.
Okay, he is. She didn't kill him. Okay.
Fucking barely, but he's
Right,
alive.
Right.
And
And then
also-
where's Bork right now?
Bork is he's currently face to face with Quickbeam, and they're at the edge. So he's
Okay.
coming up like
Uh-huh.
if this is the cliff, Pork is here, and Quickbeam is standing here and fending him off, and he's
Okay,
getting
great.
gored by the
And then
boar.
I'm by the pitch of fire. Where's the Witch King in relation to me as well?
Directly in front of you. The
Oh, is
Fell
it right
Beast's head is level with the floor. The Witch
So-
King is sitting atop
they're
him,
my most
flaming
immediate
sword
danger.
lit. Well, not eyes because you can't see his eyes, but face pointing to Nitsage.
Great. He's probably the most immediate danger, so I will. Longbow, shoot 2 arrows at the Witch King. Do I get any sort of advantage since he's focused in on Nitsage?
No, it's too far away.
Okay.
Just regular attack.
Great.
I believe in you.
So I'm going to dip these in fire. Did you say that was a D4 fire damage?
Yes.
Yes.
Correct. Okay. Where did? Oh, I never cast on mark. Okay, great. Shoot. All right. So, one there. Blessing does what? Adds a D6.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And which one are you attacking for?
What's that?
Which one are you attacking?
The Witch King.
The Witch King.
The Witch King with
Because you have the you have the thing that happens with guiding bolt.
Oh, you didn't hit the
I didn't hit the
you
Witch
didn't
King.
hit the Witch King.
That's right.
Oh, that's not gonna go. Okay, so first arrow is 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 23.
To hit?
Yes, 23
Yeah.
to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, D. That's 8, right? Yeah. D8 and then radiant. What? It adds radiant damage, but how much? How do you want to calculate radiant damage?
Does it say? It doesn't say on the potion.
No, it just adds radiant damage to.
We'll call it a D6.
Okay. Okay, so that's 6, 7, 8. 8 damage.
Did you also add a D4 fire damage on that?
What's that?
Did you do fire damage on that?
Thank you. Okay. So total damage is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 damage total. 6 is radiant and 2 is fire.
Nice.
Sweet.
Okay, that's the first arrow
And that's at the Witch King specifically.
at the Witch King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear
Get him.
just and just you see the robes rippling from where that radiant damage struck it beneath the robes, and it's just crumples a little bit.
Cool. And then the next arrow is a 2, 3. That's what, 5, 11. I don't think that hits. 11 to hit on the second attack arrow.
Nope.
Should I use a blessing to enhance that attack or save it?
I would.
Yeah.
I would.
Shit, yeah, do it. Do
Because
it.
I have 3 total. Right
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pump that.
That's a 6,
Pump that
right?
sucker.
now. Boom.
Yeah.
All right, that's 11, 15.
Nice.
Just
nice.
enough.
Great. Okay, so now damage is a D8
Oh, we do
And-
have 3 rerolls also, by the way.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were
Sorry,
adding. I thought that was on damage. My bad.
4 fire, a D8 normal, and a D6 for radiant. So damage will be 10, 17 total damage. 1 is fire and 6 is radiant.
Nice.
Yeah. Again, same screech.
2. I have 2 blessings.
2 blessings.
Ah. The robe tears away. It starts to just sort of evaporate. The radiant damage is just destroying whatever it's woven from.
Nerds!
Things to remember.
My favorite dice.
Let's see. It is currently. All right, we are coming up. It is 10:26 right now. Do we want to call this as an evening? Can we go to 11, or are we done? I will be offended by no answer. I just want to know before we continue further into this fight.
Thank you.
Oh,
Bless you.
bless you. Okay.
Thank you.
I'm good to play.
Play?
That's just me, because I have a later shift.
Play?
So it's up to
Play?
you guys.
You can say.
No,
Yeah. Okay.
That's an answer.
Great.
This game is broken me.
Is that a thumbs down for you?
No,
then?
that's it. That's it. I'm good. 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 I'm good.
Fair, fair, fair. All right.
I want these things to die so I can go
Let's-
back to Tequila Mockingbird.
So,
Bye.
whose turn it be? Boobo, you just finished,
Um.
correct?
Yes. Am I near the pitch, being next to the Nazgul? Am I in like immediate danger? Can I take cover like on a ledge, or is there anything around me to kind of increase my
I mean, hiding behind the pitch barrels themselves would probably give you the best advantage because that means there's fire above you, and it probably wouldn't want to reach toward that, past that to get to you.
Yeah.
So yes, if
Great.
you'd like to hide.
Then I'll use my movement to do that.
Perfect. All right, so you do that. You're now hiding back there. It is now poor Pork's turn. First, I'm going to roll for his bleeding out damage.
Oh, bleed to death.
Blood damage.
Die, bitch, dead.
It's actually not a lot, shockingly. But he's definitely not doing great.
Poor Pork.
Well, not really. He's an asshole. So Pork.
Good riddance, Pork.
Pork is going to dart.
Soviet top of
Dumb. So dumb.
I don't work.
It's a graboid.
Worm.
It's just a flesh wound.
So Pork.
Literally.
Pork again. He takes his knife and just pure desperation. He's slashing out at. I don't even know who's closest to him anymore.
There's nobody around.
The air.
I'm gonna say it's
ether.
one of the Ents because they've crawled up. So he's gonna go for Beach Bone and just try it, and it's not gonna go well for him. I don't think. I mean, he did something. That's good. Wait, didn't he actually do an attack? Hold up. No. Nope, he missed. Okay.
Oops, too bad.
Now it's Nitsage's turn.
He saw the flaming tree, but then he sees the Witch King like staring him down, and he's just completely filled with fear. But he's gonna reach out his hands and say Orthil and cast Frostbite at the Witch King.
Huh.
Okay.
So it's fiery frost?
Like fiery frost.
Lukewarm.
Lukewarm.
It's like,
You guys, hot ice.
he's all, that was mildly exfoliating. What a lovely sensation.
Rumor guard, he is the boss monster. He's literally been getting shit kicked left and right by everybody. He's been getting hit hard.
Can Witch King give me a con save? He's trying to beat 15.
Yeah, he sure can.
And that's how Icy Hot was made in copper.
Oh no, what is it?
That's a natural one!
Oh, it's a natural one.
Oh my gosh, awesome. Yeah.
Oh.
A king cricket made a stork
Out of
appear.
the mountain with the ability to emit screeches that cause enemies to be disoriented. Does that mean he's our friend? Is that what that means?
Yes.
Yeah, enemies. So now you guys. Thank you,
Squirt
Hardliner.
the cave cricket!
The cave cricket.
Oh, I want a drawing of him. He sounds adorable.
Is he a giant cricket though? Is he like big?
No.
Oh,
He must be tiny.
okay.
must be
Cave cricket.
No, I'm just like, sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just being
tiny,
very
but
aggressive
packs
about
a
this
punch.
little cricket.
Okay.
Noisy
I
cricket.
really want like a
He's a
children's
noisy
story about this
cricket.
little cricket.
Okay. So
New
great.
hotness?
So good. Oh my god. Oh
Old
my
and busted.
god. Yes. Okay.
Oh, Arnhook's taking off, guys.
Good night, Aaron.
Oh,
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks for sticking.
And making
I
our night
legitimately
insane.
thought before all of you that tonight was gonna end the war. I don't think it's gonna happen tonight, guys.
Maybe.
But we're gonna do our best. We're gonna do our best. We're gonna do it.
Right.
Okay.
It's in the works.
Okay. So he crit failed, which is amazing.
Super
Okay.
good, super
Okay.
good.
So Orthil is
Oh
a
my God,
D6. So, okay.
Another half hour.
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
I'll just say that's
Just
Orthil.
not with it.
Okay, so he is going to take 8 points of cold damage, and then he's going to take 6 points of radiant damage. And then he has disadvantage on his next weapon attack.
Nice. Okay. Well done.
And that is
done.
Nitsage's
Oh, actually,
turn.
this one. It is now a flame treebeard's turn.
Flamebeard.
He looks at himself,
What have I become?
and there are no open sources of water nearby. He tries to start just smacking the fire off of his arm. And thankfully, it doesn't light this
Thank
one.
God.
But
Yikes. Drop and roll.
He does not extinguish it, but that is his turn. Quick Beam, who is currently sapping out from his chest wound, is again going to try to attack not the creature that has gored him, because he understands what is happening. He understands nature. He is going to attack the orc that is riding this creature that has been twisted. He's going to attack Bork.
Bork. He's really sappy.
Oh, I got a name for Nitsage's attack. It's called Icy Hot.
Icy hot. Yep.
And relax it away.
Relax it away.
He misses. Quick Beam fucks up.
Oh.
Beach Bone is going to go and march over to Pork and try to just
Somebody end his life.
finish him.
Fuck.
He hits. Let's see for what.
I
Not
am
quite
full.
enough.
Not me, Rumor Bard.
But yeah,
Bubo is
so
not.
Beach Bones,
I haven't
bam,
taken
and like
damage
just
yet.
breaks a leg. He hits
You're doing
like
okay.
Pork is in the sort of like squat mode, ready to stab,
Mm-hmm.
and his leg's sticking out like that, and he just snaps the thigh in half, and the leg just goes like, whack, and it's like he's got a new knee, going the wrong way.
Oh no!
And
This poor guy. I feel almost
it's
bad.
Finglass's turn, and Finglass is going to go and try and help Quick Beam, and trying to knock this orc off of its boar stag.
Borstag.
And it
Borstag.
makes a hit.
Only bunker for Borstag.
Does some damage. That's good. He needs some damage. So there you go.
Rumor Bard, because I have Nitsage and Aura's accounts open, I can't actually change anything, but I have it on paper. Nitsage is at 33, Aura's at 44 health points. So
Thank you for
and
that.
I've been keeping track of spells and stuff too.
So you're at 33?
Nitsage is at 33, Aura's at 44.
44.
Thank you.
Boo, 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 boo. Oh,
me.
so the other benefit, sorry, for us going to get that studio space is we'll have no more fucking crickets.
Yeah! So the only one that
exciting.
will live on is our new friend.
I feel kind of a bond with him now at this point.
That's very sweet of you. I want them. It is now Bork's turn.
Bork.
So Bork himself will take an attack, and then his steed will also take an attack. Oh shit. Okay, so that is a. The steed misses this time, but Bork is able to reach out with a couple of swords. He's got two short swords in either arm, and he's also trying. He's basically going to try and chop down Quick Beam, hitting the same grooves that were already hit. One for each sword.
Did anybody else just get super sleepy?
No, I've been downing coffee.
I just got super sleepy. Like all my coffee just left my body.
Do you want some? Do you want some?
Oh no, really?
It is. Oh!
So he's at 33 out of 35.
I didn't roll for Pork. No, I did. I did at the top of this turn. I rolled for his bleeding out. Never mind. I'm a liar.
you did. I remember
It's now Eldon's turn,
Alright, I fix you too.
and Eldon is still working on Pork.
I'm worried if I have some, I won't be able to.
Eldon hits.
Here's one sip.
Eldon
Yeah.
now reaches to the other side of Pork's neck, and
I
just.
guess.
It's kind of like when you already loosened the baby bell by pulling that red tab. He hooks his teeth and just fucking peels all the way around, and like a chocolate fountain, just blood streams down.
He's
and
like Daniel
out of
Hayden
his
with
neck.
an orange. He peels it off all in one shot.
Oh, what a great shot.
Essentially, yes. He peels Pork. Pork is dead. So all three of those orcs, those orc bosses, are now deceased.
Wait,
All right.
no, Bork.
Just a witch king.
Bork is alive. He was the fourth.
Oh,
There
he
were
was the
three.
fourth.
There were three.
Fire, Pork.
Yeah, so there was the orc who died, Pork,
Yeah.
Fork, and
Oh,
Bork
okay.
is still alive.
Okay,
Bork is alive,
jeez.
okay.
Bless our naming system.
It's the best.
It's now
Right.
it's now the Witch King's turn, and he is the fell beast. Flaps once, twice, steadies himself
Yeah.
in an aerial space, lowers his neck like a staircase, and the Witch King steps down, sword of flame, stepping toward Nitsage.
Oh no.
You must die.
and just goes for a swing.
If it's a melee, he gets disadvantage.
Okay, he gets disadvantage. Sorry, that needs to go in the pot. Misses. He So he does miss, but you all, even feet away, can feel the heat from this blade.
Feel the burn.
The Fellbeast is keeping his turn as being basically like, hey boss, you want to come back on at any point? I'm here. So his face is basically on the edge of the ridge in case the Witch King needs to escape.
I'm on the
Question, super fast.
Of copper for.
Who/what is living right now is still alive, other than Witch King?
Okie dokie. So there's Aura.
That is with us outside. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's with us.
There's There's Aura. There's Andre. There's Starheart. There's
Evil
Bubo.
ones.
Evil. Okay.
Sorry,
fine.
my brain.
There is
Should be Bork and
Orkhan
Witch King.
inside, Alhoon inside, Kurluk inside,
Okay.
Bork, the Witch King, the Fellbeast. And that is about it as far as baddies that are outside.
Although, isn't Orkin technically working for him now?
Orkin is technically working for y'all at the
So
moment.
which was the one that had the?
He's extinguishing all the bugs for us.
Which was the one that had
Okay,
the
Orchid.
Not yet. Has to be.
Which was the one that had the heartbeat thing?
It's
That is
emotion.
Bork.
Bork.
That is Bork, and
Yeah.
he is dead.
Nope.
No, he is
No.
very much alive.
Yeah.
He is alive, and the heartbeat is still working for him.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
Under duress.
Under
I
duress.
have okay. Okay.
So whose turn is it?
I don't know.
Yeah. Who's on first?
It is the Fellbeast just skipped his turn. It is now Vor's turn.
Yay, Vor.
Yava.
Yavor.
Once again, over the air, you just hear
You're looking at me. You're looking at her now, right?
all of you hear.
Oh, all of us. Okay.
Because it ends in a big ass boom. And where it hits, I will determine. I will read these the way that I intend to read them.
Good guy.
Hooray! Right at the shoulder, as this fell beast is trying to basically tread air. This wing at the blade, same as the tail, just the fell beast goes spinning to the floor. Oh no!
Oh no. Oh, what happened?
No.
Oh no, for what?
No.
I rolled for Cab,
Oh, you bastard!
and I rolled a natural 1.
Oh, that work.
The fell beast lands.
I didn't know Cat was still out here.
Cab is barely alive, but he
He's
is right at the base of the gate, right below you all. And this fell beast falls from the sky and crushes what is left of Cab.
Inside, a single tear runs down Andre's face. It's like,
Oh, you ain't there.
I know, but I still feel it. I brought you
Oh yeah,
back.
you're connected. Cab.
And then I heard a
is
voice.
Deceased.
And then I heard a voice, and it was suddenly silenced.
Yes.
A great many voices.
The fell beast is alive, but unless you went down to fight it, it's not a threat to you.
Well, let's be honest. This is a
Vor
good thing.
doesn't send words, but you feel the sense of a wink over the air.
Boobo's like, the hell was that?
He mass texted. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to
Boobo's
do
like,
that.
what the?
Suddenly, you hear
Like Peter Griffin.
in your ears, in everyone's ears. To all of you, it sounds like pleasant music. We're outside. To everyone else around you, it just sounds like torment.
Right.
And you're, and I'm gonna make all of the enemies currently outside make a dexterity, not just a fucking saving
Wisdom.
throw, a constant, wisdom saving throw. That sounds good. So wait, who am I rolling for before I go crazy? 1, 2, 3.
Poor Cat.
I know.
That's not bad.
I tried. I tried.
I appreciate it.
Oh snap! Okay.
Oh, snap.
The Witch King succeeds, passes with flying colors.
Ha.
No, sorry. That was that one. No, that was not that one. That was that one. I knocked them. One was a 1. It's the third one. So the third one, the one who gets fucked up, is the fell beast. Who also I need to roll for falling damage, which I didn't do yet. Good to know.
Good to know. Dead?
Wow.
Oh, he's about to be. So that was his falling damage.
Yikes.
And now
He
he's
fell.
got the fucking scanner's damage he's about to take. Not enough.
No! Roll it
Not
again.
enough. No. Who are you?
Do it again.
So after you hear this sound, you barely see, just on the edge of your vision, just because it's moving, you see over the dust of the road to the main gate of Copperforge, this cricket, but I mean larger than a normal cricket, but it's still a fucking cricket. It's little. It's like the size of maybe a small dog. And it's got like a little hat. It's got a little monocle. It's adorable. And it's just like fucking, it's rubbing the shit out of its leg.
I just feel like he's playing like Devil Went Down to Georgia.
That is. I'm Squack.
No.
Yes.
And it is now Aura's turn.
Alright. I'm back. Okay. Alright. So we've got Org and we've got Night King. Okay, I got Witch King. Alright.
Night King would be worse.
Night King would be.
I don't know about that.
Witch King. Okay. I guess I'm gonna.
Which king? Night King died from a freaking dagger.
Alright, I'm gonna.
Sorry.
Hey, but he can raise his own peoples.
Alright, I'm gonna do 3 attacks at the Witch King to try and get in between him and Nitzage right now.
Ooh.
As you roll that, I'm going to make Ryan's argument invalid because a Nazgul blade can also form a wraith. That
Fair,
works
fair.
for the Nazgul
Okay.
specifically. So don't fucking sorry. Anyway.
Through the face.
I think
Yeah.
I think only one is gonna.
Laying down the gauntlet.
I think
mess with
only
Danny
one's
Lord.
gonna hit. 24, 14, 10.
Oh no.
24 hits.
24 hits. Okay.
Burn mine.
What?
Nothing.
Nothing. Tra-la-la.
No, rumor bard. No.
Okay, that's
Now.
No.
Sorry.
12 points of damage.
Mm.
What?
What type of damage?
The Fates is. I don't know if that's technically magical because it's a
like
packed
an evil
weapon, but it's
genius.
piercing.
Okay. Excellent. Sweet. He screeches again and takes a lot of damage.
Oh.
Oh.
I'll do it next time.
Andre,
Yeah?
back inside.
Wow.
You now have Orkan working for you.
Okay, so apart from that, so he drops the gnome, obviously, I'm guessing.
He hasn't yet.
Oh,
He just agreed to listen to you. He's
Oh.
taken no action.
but
since-
okay. Because I told him what I wanted, right?
You told
yeah,
him to go for him. You didn't tell him to let him go. He's still clutching him as he made his decision. I'm
Fair.
picking up exactly where we left off.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Orkin, what do you need from me to finish this?
How do you propose we save the mountain? Specifically, if I kill him, there are more like him. If I kill him, the entire place goes up. If I kill him, I need a plan.
If you can kill Kurluk and let the gnomes survive, I will get word to my captain, and she will call off the explosion.
Thank you.
Fulfilling both missions.
Exactly.
Understood.
And he just like he drops Fizz, but drops
I can't.
Fizz. Yikes.
Oh. Literally.
Drops Fizz. Because he's basically hanging on to the. Because he was up hanging on the underside of the disc, fixing it.
Fair enough. If I see him about to drop him just straight down, I'm going to take the nearest tube to where he's going to land.
You're on the same level. You're on the bottom. He's at the top.
Oh, I've been shouting this whole time.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going, woo.
Please let him land on
Because you had to take the tube down to where you are. So you would have landed on ground level.
Get a
of the central
mattress.
disc.
Get a
see.
no
I
mattress.
He's
see,
up
I see.
top where Fizz was, and also where Kurluk
Okay.
is.
So this is happening, right? And he's just gonna take damage. And
This
die.
is happening.
Okay. What happens?
Well, Fizbinkle's gotta fix everything, or else the mountain's gonna fall.
I can fix it.
Okay.
Well,
I can
mean,
fix this. I can fix this.
I've got something.
Fizz. Head over feet, over head, over feet, over head, over feet, lands on his feet and his legs.
Like a cat? Oh no.
That's not
Like
quite.
a poor gymnast.
Oh, he carry strugged it. He carry
Yeah.
strugged it. Ugh.
Is he dead?
He's not dead. He is moaning, he is writhing. He is thankfully far enough from the fissure in the bottom of the central disc to not be within the
Tentacle range.
within the cords, the little tendrils range.
Ethel.
So he's off to the edge of the disc,
Yeah.
and it's slowly rotating him kind of around because as always, the discs are always moving.
I don't have.
But he is alive. He's in extraordinary pain, but he is alive. His legs are just gone. They're broken.
Fuck.
God,
Well,
that hurts my feet just thinking about it.
fair. I'm gonna make my way.
Deadly Nightshade. You really stuck that landing. Wow.
I'm gonna make my. I mean,
yeah.
I'm gonna make my way to Aura.
Oh, you're going back outside?
Well, I gotta tell her to stop blowing up the mountain.
Good point. Good point. All right, so
There's nothing I can do for
you
him.
head your way out, and you get about halfway before your turn ends. Starheart, it's your turn.
Okay. Can you please give me a quick reminder of the lay of the land with where the enemies are?
Yep.
The 3 that we have outside.
The Fell Beast is currently on the ground,
Okay.
outside of. Basically, you are no longer in danger of it. It is not dead. You can still hear it shrieking and flapping and flipping around and all that stuff, but it's stuck. It is grounded. It is grounded. The Witch King is on the cliff with the rest of you, going for Nitsage.
Okay. And then the other orc, right?
And Bork is still at it with Quick Beam. The two of them are going
So they're still
at
on
each
that.
other. All of the orcs are dead. That's it as far as enemies go.
Except, Bork is alive.
Yes, Bork
So
is
one
alive.
orc.
But
Yeah,
he's in.
That's
And
the one up
how
against
is he
Quick Beam.
looking?
He looks
Virile.
fabulous.
Yeah.
Okay. And did we? I don't know if
Thank you, everybody, for the follows. Sorry, I haven't paid attention. Thank you, the real Gobshite, and I feel like I've missed several more, but thank you guys for the follows. I'm so
Starheart, go
sorry.
to bed.
Oh.
Oh, night, Rena.
Good night. Thank you for
Love
watching.
you.
Thanks for hanging.
Night. Thanks for hanging, y'all.
Did
Oh, 2 seconds. Sorry. The real Gobshite says, I like this look. I'm always on the lookout for other great shows. I'm one of the producers for the DAT network. I look forward to catching up on back episodes. Thank you so much. There are
I
a lot of them.
just uploaded all the ones I was
23 of
backlogged on.
Hey! All of the backlogs
YouTube!
is currently up on our YouTube, so look for Perception Studio on YouTube. It'll all be up there along with all of our other shows, not just this one. We've got a bunch of stuff. You should check out Perception Check. If you don't know anything about us, you'll
Tomorrow night.
get a giggle.
Oh,
Thank you. This is
Night Time Sparky.
20 months, 9 times Sparky.
Wow.
Thank you
Wow,
very
that's
much.
amazing.
Much
That's a lot.
appreciated.
It's a lot.
That's so exciting.
Do something cool.
Do something
No pressure.
cool.
No pressure. Okay. So between, I mean, I know Witch King is like super bad. But
But
for
Witch
us,
King?
are they?
Get
What?
Sorry.
What? What?
Go.
Her brain
Oh,
ignore
I
him. Ignore
got you.
him.
I
Keep
got
going.
you. Okay.
He's cucumbering you.
What?
Just keep going. Just keep going.
for us, are they equally bad, or is he clearly worse than the orc? Or are they both?
You would assume giant ethereal thing coming down on a dragon-like monster is probably worse than your average orc.
Okay, because my
Worse than your average orc.
just table talk
Nick basket.
with just with my history of animals and orcs and giants and stuff, my inkling is to try to save the heart beast.
Huh. Oh.
That's where my. But I know that that's not the smartest thing to do.
Well, to do that, you'd probably have to kill the orc on top of
I
it.
would, yeah. But I know that, but I know that they're in battle. So I. Okay.
Thank you for the follow, McSam 444.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Do I still have? Okay. Do I still have my my spiritual weapon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's out and
So
about.
I'm gonna do a couple things. Can I cast on 2 different things, or does it have to be at the same?
I don't know. Tell me what you're trying to do.
Okay. I would like to use my spiritual weapon on, and you are, what kind of damage are you? You're radiant damage, obviously, right? Yeah. I would like to use spiritual weapon on the orc riding the on Bork. Either that, or if I can somehow like attack the chains or something. I don't know if that works too. Just that I would prefer to do
bindings.
Something where I can try to dislodge the the rider from the beast / the elf.
Yeah.
So I would like to do that, and then the second thing I would like to do is do a guiding bolt to evil flying hellbeast thing.
That's down.
Down on the floor. Less
Evil
of a
flying
threat.
hellbeast thing.
Okay.
Evil downing hellbeast floor.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Floor.
So this is for the
She's
guiding
avenging
bolt.
cab.
Yeah.
For guiding bolt we have do you have no, not guiding bolt, spiritual weapon. So wait, I have 5 to this.
Yeah.
What is that? 21.
Nice.
And then
I won't make you roll damage for that since you're using it to break a chain. That's high enough for you to have broken that chain.
Okay.
The Kwai unrolls and unravels from his bindings from the side of this beast. He does not, thankfully, fall down off the cliff. The stag. The
Oh
boar
my god! I forgot there was
the
a
boar
cliff.
stag is high enough up that he lands on the level with you, and he
Okay.
stands bleeding. He clearly hasn't eaten in days, but there is a fury in his eyes like you have never seen in a person before, and he's now joining the fray.
Sweet. Okay, so I have that. Then guiding bolt. Oh, please. Pew. God
You got rerolls.
I got reroll. Do y'all mind?
No, take
Okay.
it.
Well, how many do we
Do
have?
you
3?
mind?
3?
Yeah, we
How
got 3.
We have 3?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Oh, come
Use
Oh,
another
no.
one. Do it again.
Do it again.
on. What?
Do it again.
I'm switching my dice.
Pew.
Jesus.
Cheese and crackers.
Down
That's
to
not
one.
gonna
I'm
help.
gonna use the last one.
Do I?
Let's hold on to that last room.
I'm gonna hold on.
Well,
Um,
what is that plus guiding bolt plus what?
Because it was 8, and then you have plus 5, so
13,
13. Do you want to add a
13.
blessing onto it?
I can do that. What is it? D6?
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that?
18.
18.
Yeah,
Eight,
that'll
six.
hit the fell beast.
5d6. 1, 2, 3. Can I have 2 more? 4, 5. 3, 6. Plus, so 11, 12,
11.
18 damage.
Nice.
Okay.
Is that my turn, or do I have 1 second to do one thing?
If it's that much damage, please describe how the fell beast dies.
Hey.
Oh wait, the fell beast?
Is that
Yeah,
not
the
what
dragon.
you're-
You killed the
that's
dragon.
That's what you're attacking. The thing flopping on the ground.
No, I meant the.
You definitely made it
Wraith?
sound like you were attacking the thing on the
Oh,
ground.
I was like the
thing that squished
radiant
Cab.
dude, but
The Witch King?
that's That's what I was thinking, but then you said the cabin, so I was thinking the Witch King.
The Witch King's
the
on
entire
with
time.
us.
That ain't
Yeah.
what you
Kept pointing
described.
down.
But because then you were like,
The
because
Witch
I was
King
like,
is up attacking Nitsage.
yeah, that's
The
why I
fell
was like,
beast is on the ground, flopping
flying,
around.
the flying
The
demon
flying
thing,
demon
and then
thing
you were like,
is now
no,
on
he's
the
on
ground.
the ground. So I was like, yeah,
Yeah, so the
'cause he
flying
was-
demon thing. His
Yeah.
steed, the worm,
The Witch King doesn't
the
fly.
fell beast.
That's not what I meant.
I was listening to your words, buddy.
Oh, fuck! I don't want to kill it.
You do, though.
Okay,
It is a
does.
fell beast.
Oh man.
Maybe
There's
okay.
nothing
you were
redeeming
That's not what I
outraged that
meant.
it squished and killed Cab,
Okay, I'm
your
also
beloved
outraged
friend.
at that. Okay.
So you
That
decided
makes
to kill
sense.
this fell beast.
Just go with it.
You're avenging his
Great
death.
Jinjo says, fight, fight, fight. Hardliner says, pork, 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 pork.
And Swedish Chef says, pork, 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 pork.
He just sticks his head out.
Oh, I haven't described it to. Oh, but it's an animal. I feel so bad. He dies.
Great. Very descriptive.
It's just what is his blood color? I don't know.
Guiding bolt goes into his
He.
Blackish, actually.
So what is his guiding bolt? Is what?
Kinda like a-
electricity.
It's like a meteor of
Is it?
holy
Okay.
energy.
Okay, so bitch gets
have-
Pikachu'd and he's just like, boo, like all lightning-y, and there's lightning just everywhere, and it's like explosions of lightning, and then a beautiful shooting star appears, and I look at it and I'm like, that's me.
What?
That's my
Took
turn.
a turn. Great. So it is now almost 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm going to call the evening as far as the game goes. We will continue this battle next week. Well into the final phrase. Honestly, like I have no idea what's happening anymore. It's a fucking toss-up. So this has been amazing. Thank you all for
Thank you.
taking what we've built and twisting it and turning it in ways that I don't expect, that they don't expect.
No.
It keeps it exciting for everybody here at the table. So thank you so much.
Definitely.
And on top of that, every dollar, every penny, every sub, everything, bit, whatever, it goes directly towards us, especially right now, getting our new studio. And that is the goal. And that is so we don't have to listen to that screaming cricket anymore. So that we have control over all of our
But now
lighting
you
and
can.
all of our
Hashtag
sound.
Portland's on.
So that we can bring you more entertainment, so we don't have to deal about setup and tear down. We can have these things set up at all times. So we can bring you twice the amount of shows right off the bat, and we can bring you a bunch of other stuff. And we're so close to that right now, and that is all because of all of you. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching, because if you weren't watching, we wouldn't be doing this.
Right.
And if you weren't tipping, we wouldn't be able to make it better. So just thank you. Thank you for
Yes,
being here. Thank you
you.
for supporting us. And tune in tomorrow night for Perception Check.
Yes.
Stick around right now, because we are going to raid someone.
Before we raid,
Yes, please.
we did want to talk about something on a
Sure.
little more of a serious note.
Absolutely.
Today is Suicide Prevention Day, so we just want to say, we love you guys, and no matter what you're facing in your real life, we thank you so much for joining us in our fantasy life. But just know that in real life, we love you, and you are loved, and you are so special and so unique, and you are in this world for a purpose. So don't ever forget that. And you are just so amazing and so special, and every one of us has an amazing gift, and we know you have an amazing gift as well. So just know that there is hope in the world, and that we love you so much. So we love you.
Yes. Agreed.
Messed with.
Here, here.
We are going to raid our friend. Oh my. Oh, well,
Did you
no.
do it?
You.
Oh,
Someone
sorry.
picked it. We're good.
We picked one. We picked a raid. We picked a raid.
So we're going to raid Amanda, Ruth Art. So everyone make sure, send them all their. Send all your love. Be very kind. Be very sweet. Honestly, the world's too dark for us to be assholes, so let's all be nice. So thanks for the support. Spread the love. Tell them I sent you. Drop all the cute emotes. We got more coming. We're gonna get some Brian art done very soon. So,
I
Yes.
love it. I love
Oh.
so
Yeah.
yay.
Wow.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow
Thank you.
night.
We
So,
love you
Have a
guys.
good
Thank
evening.
you.
cheers.